All right, now we back for sure this time. Absent Sure podcast. Like I was, am I good? Am I good? Is it fucked up again? Yep.
Yep.
All right, well we got to say fuck it. We ain't gonna do shit tonight. This some bullshit on Restream keep fucking up. We gonna have to say it's a wrap for the night. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on.
They wasn't
We
doing that before.
right before we hit record, that should be good. When we hit record, shit start tripping.
Some bitch. Some bitch. Some bitch. My boy shit tripping.
I don't know why the fuck is doing that. Shit about to piss me off. It's still doing it.
Nah, you good.
I'm good.
Yep, you good.
All right, we back. We here. Like I said earlier. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, get all that shit over there. Episode Share podcast and all that. So we haven't done this in a while. You want to start with good things? Any good things going on in your life, man? We ain't done this in a while.
I mean, it's been some good things. I definitely can't lie about that.
Okay. What can you share with us tonight?
Oh shit, I think I might get a truck soon, and
Oh shit!
that's gonna help make some moves happen as far as doing some
Truck
other
like
things.
truck driver or like truck like just a truck like
Nah,
just
it's
like
gonna be a regular truck, but
utility truck.
it's gonna be a regular truck. But my godfather helping me get it. But
Okay.
outside of that, my auntie's husband, what do you call that?
Yo, uncle.
Uncle-in-law or
Yeah, I
uncle?
guess yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
say
uncle.
nobody says
Yeah,
uncle in
yeah,
law.
yeah.
Just
I was just
uncle.
trying to make sure, like, I wasn't
Okay.
tripping out. But my uncle, he got a actual 18-wheeler and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, shit. I mean, I know it's the same dispatch process as far as like finding pallets and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm getting a truck soon. He probably can help me with getting pallets and stuff like that.
getting lows and shit. I mean, shit, that's
Yeah.
good. Getting on the road,
And
working for
then
yourself.
shit, I got some other shit planned too. So that's
All
gonna
right.
help with the truck too. So shit, yeah, I say that's probably the biggest thing.
Okay. Yeah, I got good. Kids doing good, wife doing good. It's always my good thing. Like as long as your family's good, your money's good, everything's all right. You doing good.
Grandma's birthday was yesterday, so yeah.
That Godfather doing more than Kevin Samuels ever would do for you. You would hope so. You'd hope that your family members are here would do more for you than the guy on whatchamacallit. This man getting that Tonka truck. But yeah, respect to that. Trucking shit's booming. Truck drivers, you see through the pandemic, they wasn't going nowhere. Shit still got to get delivered. Shit still got to be moving. So that's kind of like I want to say a recession proof thing because gas prices through the roof. But gas prices go up, I assume you just charge more. That's all. The gas price up, we charge more. That's
True,
all.
funny. This nigga said a
Deeper, let
replacement.
me know if you need a replacement for price. Trail, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would probably never do it. Like you good, like Trail, you good for information. Like when you be sending me shit on Instagram, but on a podcast, I don't think I could ever have a serious conversation. I don't know if we'd ever have a serious conversation.
You're a good
Cause you like
little
to troll too much. Like I
you're a
sometimes we
good
gotta get serious
you're a good
sometimes.
little assistant bitch. Don't try to
Out of
get too
there,
high aspirations.
he the bitch. He the bitch. Goddamn, let him live. He's my information guy.
hey,
He
hey,
tells
nah,
me the
hey,
stories. He's
nah.
the story guy.
Nah, respectfully, nigga try to take my spot though.
I
Like,
mean, I shut it down swiftly though. I ain't gonna say all that, but
hey,
salute to the
little,
photographer.
hey, little assistant. No, I'm
He said
playing,
Trill the
bro.
worst replacement of all time.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, Trill. Trill, no, I'm playing, bro.
Anyways, I don't know if this is funny to y'all, but I thought this was hilarious when I saw it because I don't know. I just gonna show this before we get started because today is gonna be a lot of bullshit going on. Senators, rituals, probably gonna get a little serious. So Brittany Griner, we all know Brittany Griner, right?
Yeah,
Super WNBA superstar, Houston
H-Town
legend.
legend.
Salute to her. She's
You know
in
what I'm talking about?
Russia. She's been in Russia since the war started. She's been in Russia for like 2 months, 3 months. So I think she pled guilty to her crime that she committed, and people are saying that means that when they plead guilty, that means like a swap is impending, right? She might get swapped out for whatever Russian person we got. She wrote a whole letter to Biden. Please, I voted for you. Help me, like that. Pretty much like that. That's the gist of her thing, right? And her coach came out and said, well, it's because she's black, she's a woman, she's gay. And it was like if this was LeBron that was captured by the Russians, he would have been home. And this is one thing about Twitter you gotta love. Like Twitter got all the bullshit they got, but people be posting some funny ass shit. And the caption just goes, the New York Post posted, Brittany Griner's coach, if this was LeBron, he'd be home already. If we reference to Brittany Griner. Then this dude said, if Russia had Braun, niggas would have came into Moscow like this. I thought this was fucking hilarious. If they stop fucking around.
Autobots.
We gotta go get LeBron. Brittany Griner, you gotta chill. We gotta get niggas, bro. I don't know. That's a good thing about Twitter. Twitter got some funny moments. It got a lot of bullshit. We gonna talk about that in a minute. But bro, that just tickled me when I saw that because they probably would have got LeBron out the fuck about it. LeBron would have not got. LeBron would have not been there for 3 months. We can tell you that right now. He would not be there for 3 months.
Let's be real. If Brittany Griner was a man, it wouldn't have happened. No, I'm playing. Because nobody watched the WNBA. I'm pretty sure Putin would have had LeBron hooping with him or some shit. Like,
no, he would have had that. Putin would have had LeBron like what's that shit? Michael Jordan had an alien nigga try to arrest him and had him on. What the fuck was that? Try to make him like an attraction or something like that. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He would do like that nigga on Space Jam. He would have called LeBron.
No,
he had him ball and chain. Play one-on-one with this person right here. But hopefully she come home. No man will be in Russia during wartime, man. Let that girl come home.
Well, they definitely being political if they like, well, shit, let's charge her so we can switch.
Yeah, they're gonna get somebody. I think they're getting like what people were saying were speculating they're gonna get like a Russian like smuggler who was like smuggling shit to the U.S. He got caught here and they sent his ass back to Russia. Bring it was Brittany Griner. But anyways, Trump free Kodak Ace and ASAP in a week. Biden making fake promises to Griner's family. Maybe Brittany was actually a woman. She get out sooner. He said she was actually a woman. Is Brittany? No, I don't get the people's like. I don't think she's trans, so I don't even get
That's
that.
crazy.
But yeah,
she would be the middest trans person ever. If she's only averaging like 18 as a trans woman,
but she still technically be she'd be trans man if she was whatchamacallit.
No, he said if she was a woman. So
okay. I see what okay.
So she was a man, acting like a woman in the NBA, WNBA, she should be fucking dropping 30, 40 points a game.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially being 7 foot, like.
But anyways, we're going to get into first, man. There's a lot of shit. We got twerking senators. We got the thing that you brought to my attention about the rituals. What else we got? 4th of July shooting, Just not necessarily speaking about the shooting, it's just like surrounding it that I didn't like, that I want to get into. It's just so much shit what you want to get into, man.
I haven't seen the senators twerking.
You ever seen the senator twerking? Okay, we can start with that. So this is her like I don't know what she was doing. Like I don't know. It was like a little thing that caused a backlash and a storm. When people do certain shit, it causes outrage, especially like a senator. She's not the big time senator, right? She's a senator from Rhode Island. So it's not like she's fucking on the map and people know who the fuck she is. But she was doing it's like I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like 4th of July weekend. She was at the beach. She was relaxing. She was chilling. And then she posted this video to social media. Let me get this bigger. I don't like how small that shit is. Hold on. I didn't even hear the people in the background saying that ass before So she did that.
Vote Senator Mack.
And then she said, vote Senator Mack, right? And then sent everybody into a frenzy, into a storm. How could she do this? That's like bad representation. You're supposed to be a senator, this, that. It got all those type of conversations. And then, it got a little racial and, she's a black woman, y'all saying this. I see some of that on Twitter. And I think it's just you're in certain positions, you should probably just do certain things. That's how I look at it.
Well, one thing I will say is it's no different than any of our other politicians. They all pander for our votes. So she's pandering to the thoughts. Nothing new.
Pandering to the thoughts of Rhode Island.
Because like, let's be real. Rhode Island. You would think she was probably like in the inner city or some shit. But what Hillary Clinton? I always carry hot sauce in my bag.
Yeah.
Biden. If you ain't black, if you ain't voting Biden, it's constantly them taking a knee for Kaepernick or George, whatever, with fucking African garbs on and shit like that. You remember when they did that?
Yeah, when they did the kente cloth and they did like the kneel and they put the fist or whatever the fuck they was doing.
Are we gonna act like she's doing anything more different than them? No. Do I think it's inappropriate? Yeah, but I call out all the politicians when they do it.
Yeah.
But she's doing what they always been doing. She just taking it to the she's pandering to the slut walk. She's pandering to those type of women.
I'm free. I do what I want, and I can still be a senator.
Yeah, even the LGBTQ, because it's all a part about sexual freedom, freedom in general. So, I'm not about to demify her because I know her role she, and I already don't put too much faith and stock in them anyway. So,
yeah. But that was pretty much the thing that caused the. She was like, "But I'm still what she say? I'm an Ivy League. I'm all that type of shit. Like I graduated from Harvard still, and I'm this and I'm that. Like I get it, but I just think some shit just shouldn't be done. It's kind of like I saw the conversation you was having earlier on social media, and not you saying that black women shouldn't vote. I'm talking about the other thing you was talking about when you said someone said something like, "Hey, I walked to the store. I say excuse me. I'm nice. I'm polite, but nobody else is polite, so I'm gonna stop being polite." It's like you can still act. You know what I'm saying? Just because other people do certain things, and you think you still act a good way.
Yeah, she it's clearly no class there. Like that's not ladylike. I don't think.
I think, like you said earlier, I think people equate it when you say don't do stuff like that. You're like trying to. They say that you're trying to appease the white people. When you say it's like no, it's not a white thing or not a whatever thing. Just don't do.
The logic behind it is white people don't say excuse me or things like that. So why should I say excuse me? So what they're doing, you're saying is correct. So you should behave like them. So you're saying in default, I'm doing what. So white people were saying excuse me, you'll be fine with saying excuse me. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they're not saying it, there's a reason why. Oh, I'm gonna act like them now. Well, that means what they're doing is you already consider right. Instead of me looking at it, it's like, well, that's just the proper way to have class. Like just like there's many other things you don't have to do, but you may do it just because like you hold the door open for men and women or whatever. Like or
I'll do open for whoever's walking in, walking out. If I'm like in their way, kind of like if I'm going in and you're coming out, I'll hold the door for you. If you're a guy, girl, like because it's convenient for me because I want to like hold the door and then walk in, and while I'm walking past your door's closed, and I might as well just open it and let you come out so I can come in. So it's not like a thing, but
and you don't have to do that. But it's just it's a whatever.
Common courtesy.
Yeah.
Human decency. What are you talking about? CMG. She said she did it for shock value. I mean, that's social media. You want to get likes, retweets, all that type of shit. That's right up there with Judge Jackson not knowing what a woman is. CMG dropping the album next week. I mean, probably. So I'm not saying I'm over music at this point, but it's just like nothing is exciting at the moment to me. Now, maybe for young kids, it's exciting. They got Yeet, they got all these fucking people, but for me, music right now is not exciting. So even CMG's dropping is like, all right, Yo Gotti, Moneybagg, ain't gonna be their best shit. It's just gonna be them. Just hey, we did this in 10 days. Here's some shit. Let's get some money. That's what that is. Like if I thought they was about to bring like when Kanye and them was doing good music, they had Champions and Mercy, like they was about to make some shit, then I'd be excited. But I feel like it's gonna be like, hey, I maybe sent this money back. He sent it back to this person. ESTG got on. It's just a bunch of shit here. Fans eat it up for a week, and then we'll just get a couple million, and we'll be on the next shit. That's how I look at that. But Bryce really want to take women's rights. Taking my heads over the gender war is done. Women won. There's a gender war going on.
I think men losing, if anything.
Well, you said women won.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
he said you want to take away women's rights.
I don't want to.
It's over. The gender war is done. Women won.
I was really just implying it might help things progress. Taking them away, I don't care. I don't even think voting really matters. I was really being funny. Yeah, no.
But no, what you about to say?
No, I don't care about voting. So to really be having a passionate opinion about it and thinking I'm serious, come on, bro. But the reason I said that though is because, bro, majority of black people in general don't even look deep into politics. They just vote based off identity politics, and that don't help us get nowhere. So my point.
I mean, I was thinking about that today. That's just the way that it's set up from the media aspect. If you look at everything that we've seen that's supposed to be horrible, like, hey, they want to take away this. This is gonna affect who? It's always like, hey, it's gonna affect black people. Hey, black people, it's gonna affect you. Hey, black people, it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you as a black person, all you look at the media and you see everything that's wrong that's gonna happen that conservatives do is gonna affect you. Then you in your mind, without even researching really into it, you're gonna listen to whatever the media is saying, and you're gonna say, oh yeah, they're just trying to fuck me over. They're the racists. They hate me. They da-da-da. And it could be true. I'm sure there are conservatives that are racist, but there's also Democrats that we see whenever situations happen, I keep saying this over and over again. When there's certain black people that speak for themselves on the other side, you can see that white liberal racism come out a little bit. Not even a little bit. It jumps out of them.
Yeah, man. Bro, we seen black women be dominated by Democrats. At some point, we gotta realize, like, we gotta make some deeper looks on, are we taking politics seriously?
Yeah, I saw the CNBC poll. It was like not a poll. It was an article. It said black women are Democrats' strongest weapon. That's what it said. Because it had a. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I just want to go through it real quick. Let me see. But you could, if you had a point, you can go.
And they essentially pander to our women emotions and stuff like that. And if I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't think they really care. I think that they make it seem like, oh, we're helping y'all, we're saving y'all from a lot of things going on, so vote for us. But when you really look into those deeper things, that's not really what's going on. And that's the reason I was really talking about it, because it's I said, when you take on, they don't really care about the actual process. They're not really doing the research. On average, like, most, even in general, black men too, a lot of y'all don't take it serious. So I just think people in general shouldn't vote if they don't actually do research and things like that. It was more outside of the women too. I said black men as well, but I definitely was trolling.
I said we gotta delete that shit. Then he gonna get us that shit. So the show start popping, they gonna pull that bitch up for sure. Yeah, I literally had it on my phone, and then now is nowhere to be found on this damn website. But it was like showing like who voted for Trump, who didn't vote for Trump. I think it was like 92% of black women voted for Trump, 79% of black men voted for Trump. And you look at all the other races, it's like 40% of white men voted for not 90% voted for Trump, 90% voted for Biden. And when you get to white people, they're a little more in the middle of things. Like it was like 54% of white women voted for Biden, and then the other whatever percentage that is voted for Trump. Even Hispanics, I think like 62% of Hispanics voted for Biden as far as males, and then women it was like 69. But they're a little bit more even down the line. With black people, it's like the blue is there.
Bro,
but like I feel like it's because media, like every situation, everything that's happening is a dire situation. For like it's like the end of your life is coming if you don't vote here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we literally heard people say, like there were pundits that were saying after they overturned Roe vs. Wade, they're going to implement slavery again. It's like, bro, people hear that, they probably believe it. They really think they're going to implement it. Even in 2022, if they said slavery is legal tomorrow, what majority of people do you think are going to actually like, oh, well, let me go back to the, all right, who's gonna pick me? Let me go stand on the stock. Who wants to buy me? Like, bro, who's gonna do that? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, even if they did legalize slavery again, like fully, how many people do you actually think would become slaves? How many people do you think would actually be looking for slaves? Like, I'm not saying there won't be nobody. There's gonna be some people that's happy and excited about it. I'm not saying there's not gonna be nobody looking, but who? Like, come on. Everything is like do or die. That's why it's like I feel like that's why it's overwhelming.
I just wanted to be dead ass. Like, I really don't think women care about politics. Like, even historically, that's not a women thing. Like, you get the Candace Owens that really be invested, that really care about it, just like women in sports. I don't think that's their world. I don't think they really care about it. When women get into meetings and groups, I don't think they're talking about politics. I don't think it's a trending topic that come around every year or whatever. They feel like that's their responsibility and their duty that they earn. Just like they forced that on black people. It's your duty and you earned it or whatever. Like, your ancestors died for it or really was murdered for it. So it's no different to me, but I feel like they don't care about that. And a lot of black people don't care about it either. So I think they should really earn our vote instead of like us just doing it just because, let's just do it because they told us to. But even outside of that, bro, I think it don't help that people know that we're gullible when it comes to voting, bro.
I think it's like this. I think it's like, at this point, just historically, when you know you ain't got to really do shit to get people to vote for you, you're just gonna keep not doing shit, right? If let me tell you something. If you want to see Democrats get into action faster than anything else, let the next exit poll shit come out, and it'd be like, still a lot of black people vote for Democrats, but let it be like I said, like the white people.
Reparations.
Let it be like 45% of black men voted Republican, and 55% voted for Democrats. So they still got that little lead and let it go from 93% black women to like 70%. They're like, hold on. We got to get, hey guys, we're going to start giving away this. And when they get voted, they probably actually going to do it because, hey, motherfucker, we're slipping. But they got that demographic so tight, they just vote and they tell you, hey, these people are racist, these people are evil. We ain't going to do shit for you, but you're going to vote for them. They're racist and evil. And then it just is continuing,
My
spiral.
overall point was they pander to women, they pander to elders, and they even pander to our young kids that's in school. Cause like they'll like you see, a young man just like you died, or young men, you don't have a future in America because America don't accept you. Like they'll pander to young black men too to make you feel like you can't succeed in this world. Like you, like liberal people make you feel like you so oppressed. Like there's no way of making it out, black man. Like we get why you a gangbanger. We get why you're such a degenerate. But even outside of that, so they pander to our emotions. Obviously, they pander to our pain. And then our needs, like they make it seem like they're gonna take care of our women. They make it seem like they're gonna take care of our elders. They make it seem like they care about what's happening to the black man and all these different things. But all that shit is just to get you to vote for them, obviously. So that's my overall point. It's like maybe our young men young people shouldn't be so like ready to vote. Cause like I was gonna vote. Literally, if I would have voted for, I really would have voted for Obama just because he was black. And
yeah, for sure.
Like that's dangerous when you think about it. Though.
I mean, if I was in high school, if I wasn't in high school, or if I was in high school at the time when I was 18, I would have voted that first. Like I was able to vote the second time, but I wasn't even. I was in like writing into college. So I'm not even thinking about shit like that. Yeah. But when it was a big deal when he first got elected, I probably would have went out there and voted just like I don't know what he's talking about. I don't even know what he wants to do.
And that's not how an adult should process things, but that's what the elders would have did, because they would have been like, oh, look at somebody, Martin Luther King's dream finally came true. Women would have been like, oh God, it's a black man, we just got to vote for him because identity politics is easy to get emotional and tied to that. And then, of course, the young people. So it's like, when you really think about it, I don't think we should just take away the votes, but bro, we got to make sure if we was to grow our community, like those groups would have to be well educated when it came to those type of ideas and politics.
And I think the Obama thing too, also with like, okay, obviously first black woman, like you kind of want to be a part of that history. So like, say when like people talk about the first black president, like I voted for you want to be a part of that, that mystique, or not mystique, but that like, I mean, it's a big deal, but I mean, like, it's like that you want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Mitt Romney was going to be better than Obama, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, the dangers behind that. Obviously, I don't think it went the worst that it could have went, but the dangers in the long term effect of that, like, say that happens like in Chicago or that happens in Atlanta when these people are pushing racist ideas, or even in New York, they push these racist ideas about stop and frisk, or in Florida, if you playing your music too loud. Even though I don't think that was a black person doing it, pushing it, but these agendas come down from these white people, then they can push RICO, they can push these charges on black people, but it's a black DA or it's a black judge or whatever leading it. So it's like you can't call it racist because they the forefront of it, but it's really not they politics. It's really not they shit. Like I seen Act talking about it before. He was talking about the lady in RICO. He was like, when you think about it, all the people doing her research and the black lady that's doing the gun and shit and Thug and YSL are white people. And he was making this point like, we may think she's the face of it and can't call it racist or, oppression or nothing like that. But when you think about it, the people that's really pushing the papers and shit are probably white people. But then I was like, yeah, that makes sense. She's not wrong there. But I was like, she's not the leader of this shit. She still has overseers that's giving her.
If you watch like any crime show, when they have a DA, there's always like a top level. We never see the top level people, but there's always like hey, we got to go upstairs, talk to the big. Hey, they want this conviction. Like it's always a level that you never know about or see about. That's really the ones that are behind certain things. But the gun and young thug thing, like if they was actually out here like doing shit, like I ain't really like, oh my god, they're good. But I think the lyric things is crazy because like how you gonna use somebody's lyrics? Like I could have fucking said anything. Like if you caught me like on camera killing somebody, that's a lot different than like, hey, in this song, Gunna said he got a 100-round chopper. You're gonna fucking arrest me for that?
Yeah, but
you arrest me because I signed to a label? Like I signed to a legitimate music label. Like this thing. Oh, he's a part of YSL. YSL is literally a brand under a multi-billion-dollar music label. How are you gonna fucking get me for that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, it may be a street gang in Atlanta, but when I sign to this label, I'm signing this label that's attached to this billion-dollar music entity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense for that. Now, like I said, if you caught me out there in the street gang and actually was killing people, that's different. But just because I'm attached to it in this way through music, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what Ack was kind of saying. Like, well, since it's that black lady pushing it, you can't call it a racist agenda since she's the forefront of the lyrics thing, even though that's coming from white people white federal government, federal agents, or whatever you want to call it, been trying to push that to get, obviously these rappers like
it's easy to lock you up that way. If I could
Yeah.
just get your lyrics, it's so easy to lock you up.
But yeah, so that's
It'll make my job easier. I don't even got to prove that you did a crime. I could just say, look, he said this in the lyrics.
Yeah, but
that's essentially what got Young Thug no bail. It's like, look at his lyrics. He's a big shadow in the what the fuck the guy was saying about Young Thug. He's like overlooking Atlanta. He's the most violent. What the fuck he was saying. Some wild shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the way, life goes. West versus Owens 2024. West wins, then it's West versus Biden. I don't want to see
You think
that.
Candace Owens? Who you talking about? Who's Owens?
Candace Owens.
That's crazy. She's not even old enough.
No, she's like 35. Right? You gotta be 35, I think. How old you gotta be? 35?
I think I'd be like 40.
Hold on, let's check this shit. How old do you have
I gotta
to
be 30.
Candace
Candace Owens
35.
35?
You gotta be 35.
Okay. Candace Owens not 35 though.
She is 33. So hey, 2 more
Damn.
years. 35. It
Ain't no-
rolls right into it. But anyways, I would want to see that. I don't even know. Like at this point, I don't know who's supposed to be the president. I don't even fucking know.
It
Trump,
doesn't matter.
Biden. I don't know.
Corporations run everything. What are we talking about?
I mean, yeah, that's the real thing that they want you to look at. Keep looking at the politicians. Don't look at the corporations. They do whatever the fuck they want to do, and that's the way the politic.
I would
politics
like
thing
to
swings.
I would like to see Trump again, just because I did feel like he made a few changes that actually helped. But
Like what?
bringing incentivizing you to be back in America and stuff like that. I feel like it's more stuff. Like I remember, like I said, gas prices going down, and I even did I came across a video. I shouldn't even say I did a research. But he was just talking about the gas prices don't have nothing to do with overseas problems and shit like that. Corporations just get to raise the needle. They was like, the America or whatever is still producing. They're producing way more oil and resources than they ever had before. But all they have to do is say, "Oh, there's a shortage in this," and we get to raise the prices. Like the prices really are due to shell and shit like that greed because no one can control them. They said Shell and maybe like Exxon or Chevron, one of those. They're more richer than like majority of every country and nation to a big point. Like I think they'll be like ranked like top 20 or some shit if you was to consider them a nation or how much power they have. So when you think about shit like that, they can raise or do whatever they want with gas prices. So
I don't know if that's entirely true. I don't know.
And
I know OPEC is the biggest gas distributor, which would be Saudi Arabia, which is why that's why we don't like to fuck with Saudi Arabia, because you don't want them to turn the gas nozzle down on you, which forces you to kind of, have to raise your prices. So I don't know if that's entirely true, because they do control a large majority of the gas in the world.
But
that's why they're so wealthy.
But the problem with what he was saying is like there's not a shortage of gas. There's not a shortage of production. No matter who's controlling it, there's not a real problem with it.
Well, there's no shortage. It's not like it's going out. It's just like, hey, we're in a little thing. It's more like a political thing. Like, y'all let us do what the fuck we want to do, or we're going to shut the gas. We're going to give you, we're going to turn it down a little bit. We're going to stop producing as much. And that's where you get the demand versus whatever raise prices. Russia was a big gas distributor. Obviously, we're not doing gas deals with Russia. So it's like that makes it a thing, a little thing. That's why we try to do deals with motherfuckers down in Venezuela now, even though they're probably not the best government. I mean, I'm not saying we the best government, but there is like worldwide things that go into it. But Like Trump making gas prices. I don't know. I think if Trump was president in 2022, like if he says it now, the gas prices still probably be what they
Well, I
are.
think he had.
If Putin would have did, if whatever the same scenarios are going right now, if Trump was president, most likely they'd probably be the same. Unless he said, "Fuck it, we drilling all over America," then that's up to the gas companies if they want to drill all over
That's
America.
possible, but my thing is with Trump, he was more in control and had more restrictions on corporations. He wasn't letting them run rampant, and we know Biden, he'll sell out to corporations. So that was already clear. Democrats in general sell out to these corporations. So for them to be not having restrictions or not really caring about anything while Biden's in office made sense to me. But I'll have to rewatch that video. I don't like I said I don't think like I know these are obviously nation problems and things like that, but I think Shell and these companies are outside of the like they're not a nation as far as like Shell is like maybe operate in America, but they operate in other places too. So it's not necessarily like if America has a problem, Shell is directly affected, or Exxon and all these companies are directly affected. They're still able to like make their money. They're still able to have their factories and all these different things, from my understanding. But
It's
yeah,
like what I said about the oil thing, like with OPEC, which is like Saudi
let me see
Arabia.
if I can look.
It's like when you think about 9/11, right? And we went and invaded like Iraq and shit like that. When we actually look at the people who attacked the 9/11, Saudi citizens were involved in 9/11 attacks, right? The report identifies Saudi Arabia as a primary source for Al Qaeda's funding, and 15 to 19 hijackers were Saudi citizens. But we went over and attacked Iraq. But Saudi has the
Let me
gas;
ask
they
you
don't really
this.
want to fuck with the Saudi motherfuckers. So you kind of let them get away with that.
So why you think gas prices dropped all of a sudden? All of a sudden, like Russia and Ukraine just chilling and shit.
Gas price started dropping.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know exactly. I know there was like a
that's
459.
my.
Now they're like 429. I don't know exactly why.
It dropped.
But
It dropped 13% in the past 30 days, which is a
yeah.
significant percentage. My thing is like that inflation of dropping and going up is not vindicative of Russia. It's not vindicative of our problem with them, because that didn't just all of a sudden get changed. I honestly think it's more, like I said, affected by corporation greed and stuff like that. Like they're saying the recession is the reason why the gas prices are affected more than anything. And I would say, once again, that's a product of Biden and his policies and things that he pushing and letting inflation go up. Democrats in general, they don't give a fuck about no inflation. So that leads to economy being out of whack. And we already, if you don't know, stock market people hate Biden compared to Trump and his market, because Trump market, everything was a great market and shit like that. Maybe that's bullshit, but I've heard a lot of different YouTubers and people say that may not even be fucking Democrat or conservative. They just making money trading. And Trump economy was blooming. Trump economy was balanced. Biden get in office, excessive spending, doing what Democrats do, and that leads to higher gas prices. I don't think it's reflective of a war or anything like that. I think it's reflective of the bad economy under Joe Biden and the rampant policies that he probably let go loosely, and the corporations that get to run freely, because we know Democrats are fucking corporation puppets more than way more than the average conservative candidate that we ever seen.
More.
When it comes to,
I think they're all pretty like corporation
yeah, that's true.
heavy.
That's true. That's
They're
true. But
all
I'm
pretty
talking.
corporation heavy.
So when it comes to being sponsored, that's very true. But I think there's a difference. Let me think real quick. It's some type of difference when it comes to either government spending, government lending, or something like that you see Democrats do more than conservatives. I can't think exactly what it is. It's definitely escaping me. But we know for a fact that Democrats tend to be more liberal with spending money, and conservatives tend to ask less from its citizens and spend less and be less involved. Now, when it comes to their sponsors and shit like that, yeah, they do take corporate sponsorship, so I have to be light when I speak on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But I think the gas price is more indicative of Biden versus Trump. Like, I don't think Trump did directly talk to the gas people like, hey, keep your prices down. I think he had a stable market. that the inflation wasn't as crazy because he had a stable market and he was doing things to help stimulate the economy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've even heard black people talk about how Trump has helped to certain degrees more than any other uh, Democrat when they talked about giving money to black colleges and shit like that. So I'm not gonna sit up here and be the biggest Trump advocate at all, but
Yeah.
I remember, maybe I don't have the best memory
It's
in the
hard. It's hard for
world.
me to. It's hard for me to get like these articles about. Like I see an article from the Daily Beast, right? It says Trump added more to the national debt than Obama and Bush, right? So the fiscally responsible 45th president somehow bloated deficits more in 4 years than his predecessor did in 8 years. Donald Trump's final tab in legislation and executive actions signed by former president added 7.8 trillion in 10-year budget deficits when accounting for non-legislative budget savings. The total projected budget deficits expanded 3.9 trillion over the decade. But I don't know. See, like I'm not really. When you see, this is the thing about niggas don't know nothing about politics. There's a lot of like shit that go into this. Like we just know, like, is abortion legal? Like we just know like the surface level shit. Like when you get all this deficit and this and that, because I can read them like, damn, Trump was fucking up the budget. But are they accounting like Trump and them signing the aid during COVID? Are y'all attributing that to the rise? Because you know you got to give out the stimmies and you got to help the companies, give them their money. Like if y'all counting that into it, I think that's a little bit unfair because any president probably should have did that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if that's what y'all are adding to it, it's a little bit disingenuous. But like I said, if y'all get all the more 3.9 over the savings, like, all right, man, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Who had the debt? I don't know.
And I think Biden having one of the lowest approval ratings is a tribute to how people feel about his economy. I think when you weigh a government, I mean a president's like approval rating, I think international problems, obviously domestic problems, and I think obviously the domestic economy are like probably one of the top things that people like kind of weigh that president on. So when his approval rating being one of the lowest, I'm thinking that's reflective of the economy and a lot of people not liking where things were heading, because I think people were kind of optimistic. Like I said, maybe I'm fucking dick riding right now, but I feel like people was optimistic during Trump's whatever. And then let's be real, like even how Trump handled COVID and how we came out of COVID and shit like that, people gave him credit for that as far as reboosting, re-stimulating the economy and making it rise up back to where it was, even though it had failed and crashed so low. Because obviously it crashed lower than we had seen in some ages. So, and I feel like Biden kind of threw that off in people's mind. And obviously with inflation and stuff like that, I feel like maybe we just was so close to COVID bouncing back, you contribute that to Trump.
I think this is the thing.
Hold on. And maybe it happened so quick with Trump, like we gave that shit bounced back with Trump, whatever, but we still didn't see the rest of the side effects that's now happening with Biden. Maybe that's happening.
Because I watch like conservative people talk about shit too, right? So a lot of conservative people, when we was giving out the stimmies and shit like that, and they had like all these economists and all that shit, they're like, I get why you doing it, right? People down and out. I get why you're doing rent relief and all that, but this is gonna have a major effect on the economy when shit get kind of back adjusted, because you printed so much money and just gave out whatever. The economy is gonna go into a recession. We don't know when, but it's gonna happen eventually. So I get that could possibly be just because now Biden's president. It kind of like it done ricochet to now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's doing a great job. I'm not fucking even trying to defend him. But
I don't think you are. I just think you're trying to be balanced with it. That's what I feel from it. I don't think you like being argumentative or being biased towards Biden. Those are legitimate.
Because the economy was doing good, and then
those are legitimate.
COVID hit, and it's like obviously if y'all want to shut down everything, the economy is not going to be the best thing in the world. So
yeah, my one thing.
I think if the media wouldn't have wanted to like politicize COVID so much and make Trump the bad guy, we could actually like, okay, can we actually like sit here and figure out what we're going to do? What's the best way to go? Like, hey, I get the guy be saying some stupid shit. Sometimes not even sitting there saying he's saying stupid shit, but he does like his own thing. He tweet, he do whatever. Shit. Just let's figure it out without because it's a crisis. We need to figure out what the fuck's going on. But they couldn't do it, so they kind of got everything foggy. Did he do it good? Did he not do it good? I don't know. If you look at the states that have been open, like I think if you look like this is the biggest indicator to me. Texas was open, Florida was open. People leaving California, they leave New York. So you just tell me what that means to you. I don't know. That just tells people ain't fuck with the blue shit as far as lockdowns, restriction. They're coming to these places that you're a little bit more free. That's how I look at it. So I don't know.
You know what conclusion I just came to?
What's up?
Nobody really knows. Everybody's assuming. Everybody's giving a guesstimate of what they think is controlling the economy, what they think is truly affecting the economy. I don't think no one really knows. I mean, maybe some rich niggas.
I think like the economy motherfuckers, they probably know.
I really don't think they know.
I think they know.
So
I think people who study it, like I think people who are in it, I think Warren Buffett knows what's going on with the economy. I would just assume he does. The nigga who owns Chase, I would assume Jamie Dimon knows what's going on like within the economy. Because they're the ones that were saying, like, hey, recession incoming. Oh, this is a forced recession. Get the stocks down. We buy all the stocks up. I don't fucking know.
But that's how I kind of feel like. I feel like a lot of the stocks should be controlled. That's one thing. But even outside of that, like inflation, yeah, we see it happening. Venezuela is like one of the crazy things. We seen it happen in Greece.
You be like adding, like I just be listening to you say
Venezuela.
certain, you be adding like when you said optimistic, you like added like another little. But I'll let you finish.
I don't know.
I just heard you say it. I was like, I just let him rock. Let you rock.
But like we seen it get out of. I've been out of Venezuela. Yeah, we see like places get out of hand. But I don't know. Like, how crazy do you really think American economy can get out of whack, even with recessions? Because like, let's talk about the recession like that happened. I think during Bush year, like people were still living, people were still like surviving, people were still eating. Like, I don't really see no Great Depression. Or no shit like that happening.
Some 1940s, 50s type shit.
Like, I don't know. I be feeling like things be more finer than they are. Like, even with people not making as much, people be surviving, all these different things. Do you think it'll ever get to a point like where we can't control this shit anymore?
I don't think so. I don't think that we would allow it to even get to that. I feel like there was something would happen. I don't know. I don't think we'd get to that point. If you want to get conspiratorial with like recessions and things like that, this is all like just conspiracy shit. Sometimes I be feeling like, okay, we're gonna do a reset, right? We're gonna like, okay, this is what it was. This is what people tolerated paying for X or Y or Z, right?
Mm.
It was cool with paying $2.50 for gas, whatever. Like, got to the point like that's just what it is. Gas $2.50. All right, now it's $4.50. Let's let that shit rock for like 6 months, and people be like, "Well, that's just the new, that's just what it is." Like that's, that's how I be feeling sometimes. Kind of like let's adjust so we can raise prices on shit, and then that be what it is. Because I feel like gas go to $4, right? Will it ever go back down to $1.37, or will the lowest it go down to, let's say, $3? Like, okay, it's not $4.50 anymore; it's just $3. But that's like that's the bottoming out price at this point now. Kind of like a stock, like you said, when the stock goes to a certain point. It probably ain't gonna go below X, Y, and Z anymore, right? Like Dogecoin. Dogecoin will never go down to 0.0000 whatever the fuck it start out. Like it's at 6 cents. Like it doesn't level out where it's supposed to be at. But that's like conspiracy theory if they was really like be raising them.
And that's
condition you to get used to those prices.
I'm bringing questions to the table that I don't know the answers to because like our money's not backed by gold. It's backed by gas. It's backed by a little bit of the tech. It's backed by. That's why it's like to say we're in a recession, but then tech industry's booming, then certain industries still going good. It's like I don't get how this shit works. I don't think even like the people that say they know, why they not trillionaires then, motherfucker? If you know so well, and I'm not talking about Bill Gates and them shit like that. I'm talking about like average, like regular people. Of course, they may know because I think they have so much money they can affect the market.
Yeah,
but I just be wondering how real is this shit at some point. Like, it'd be kind of baffling to me, bro. I don't know.
I guess it's some shit we just don't really understand. It's like, hey, COVID's fucking everything up, but
they made all this fucking money.
Billionaires are like shooting through the fucking roof. They're like, what's going on? Y'all say we ain't spending no money. We ain't doing shit. Like, I get why the pharmaceutical companies will be booming. I understand that. Like, when you look at some of these places, like, why are they booming? Like, the niggas was buying Teslas during COVID. Like, bro, why Elon Musk go from 40 to 270? But niggas they buying that many Teslas?
It wasn't toilet paper, was it?
Like, it do be looking a little, See, this thing I don't understand. Like, if Jeff Bezos through COVID jumped up like to $400 billion, I think I can understand that. I can make sense of that. Ain't nobody going out. They just order Amazon shit. Like, that would make sense to me. But like the Tesla thing, unless it was just like cool to buy that stock, I guess, because he was cool or something. I mean, I guess. Like I said, shit, I don't be fucking knowing. I'll leave it up to. Excuse me. I'll leave it up to Bill Gates. Not Bill Gates. He's a tech guy. But I'll leave it up to like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Ray Dalio, all the big time hedge fund motherfuckers. They know they're controlling it, or they know what the fuck's going on. I'll leave that shit up to them.
You think they be worried about a recession and shit like that?
I mean, when you're worth $20 billion and you dip to 14, you probably don't give a fuck. Like, it's like, I'm still super wealthy. I'm still super rich. Like, and they know, like, it's probably going to go back up. Like, you know.
Like, do you think they worry about the housing crisis?
No, why would they worry about it?
Do you think it's a real housing crisis that's like, yes, it plagues the average citizen, but do you think the government thinks it's a real problem? Or do you think it's like corporations get to eat even more?
I don't. Elon make most of his money from SpaceX, but even that, when the fuck does nigga going to space? What's he doing up there? Has he found some aliens? Like, what's he doing?
So, like, because even with the housing market, that's like it's a stock. It's like that shit goes up and people get to eat off that shit. Yeah, it may come back down at one point, but that's a part of the market. So when we be like, oh, it's a recession, that's what there we go. Now I can think. A recession is just like the downsides of the market. But that like it's still one of the waves. Like just when you up, like I don't know if there's a name for it, but people be happy when the economy up. Gas low, people making money, just like people making money when that shit is low. It's just a part of the economy. Like it's the lows and then there's highs. And on either side, if you can make money on it if you smart. Yeah. And that's just like the stock market. And yeah, that's my thing. It's like they call it a recession and people get scared and shit, but you can eat in a recession. We seen people do it. You can eat during COVID. We seen people make money. We seen average black people turn the fuck up during COVID season.
And yeah, I'm just going back to reiterate to the Elon Musk SpaceX thing. I'm looking at this thing. I don't think SpaceX is Elon Musk's like main reason why he's got $200 billion. I'm looking at it right here. The value of SpaceX is $100 billion, which is still a lot. But the value of Tesla is $1 trillion. So I'd assume that's probably like where the majority of his percentage stock-based wealth probably.
Yeah, and I would assume that he's actually getting money back from Tesla versus like he's doing majority spending and without too much profits coming back with the spaceship stuff.
Like, yeah, he's getting grants from the government, but all that shit, rockets are probably expensive as fuck. All that shit's probably getting straight to, SpaceX money. Yeah. But, you were saying something I wanted to fucking comment on. I forgot though. Oh, the housing shit, right? The housing shit. Yeah, I probably don't give a fuck nothing about none of this shit, but this was going on in the world. I mean, like I told you, during COVID, like to buy a house during COVID would have been like amazing. They had beautiful homes for like 3 something, even something that was like 4. But now you look at that same house as 3 or 400,000. That's just 500,000, 600,000. Prices, to be honest, prices are going down. If you go to Zillow, price cuts are happening. They're going down. I saw a house the other day that got, fuck was that? Cheese, salute. I got that on my my Streamlabs. That popped up on the Streamlabs. But yeah, that just depends. Like 100K cut.
Cheese can come in your mouth.
Oh, y'all are doing it. Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. But anyways, yeah. Oh, I like
real
that.
Nigga.
I like that. Anyways, what else we got, man? What's we gonna get to? We'll get to the rituals. Let's get something funny. Get to the rituals. So Bryce did a video in the group chat of academics speaking about it was a video of somebody else, right? They made a video about it.
I don't know.
Because I remember I seen like the Kanye eat. Was that all academics the whole video? It might be what the whole.
No, yeah, he pulled up other videos of like he just was kind of going through other people's videos.
Okay, so Bryce says that the black rappers are doing these rituals for these white billionaires, and it's a Hollywood cult. Whatever you say in the group message. I'm trying to reiterate that here right now. Let's discuss. Do we think? I think it's more they're trying to make the white people comfortable. Like the situation I brought up with a guy we used to know in high school, where when he's around the white people, like Blake and him, he's like a different type of guy. And then when he get with his other homies, he's back to whatever. I don't know what the real him is. I don't know if this is the real you. I don't know if this is who you want to be. You want to be carefree and laughing, or you want to be like street. I don't know. That's what I equated with the rappers when you go around these white billionaires.
I feel like that would kind of be taken into the extreme if we tried to put him in that same situation, because I don't think he was getting humiliated, or I don't think he had to complete, like, he may have changed his attitude, but I don't think his character had to change. Like, Menard still was Menard, like, I mean, to say his name, but I nobody was gonna think he was a bitch because he was hanging around us. Like, we still respected him, like, we still took him seriously as a man, like, so it wasn't like he was like, we clowned him and he, like, we making fun of him and he was like being a bitch or something around us. Like that's my thing. Like, yeah, he had a lighter attitude and stuff like that, but I think all people do that to a certain degree. My thing.
You don't think he was more cool with the little white boy games Blake and them play, the little weird white boy shit they do?
Not that I was just conscious of. Maybe I might have missed some shit, but I know that I didn't play them games. So I don't think you played them games. So I
don't know what the games are, but
that's why I was like, "What are you talking?"
You know, white boy, Jake and them do weird white boy shit, like white boy shit.
They didn't really do that much with us, though. I don't feel like that. Maybe
let's do it. Maybe let's just do it. Najee, I don't fucking know.
But Najee do weird shit. Like, Najee was probably getting them to do it. Like, Najee's the leader of weird. So I think when you look at Kanye shit, that was the weird shit. With him holding a plate while a man's eating out his hands is like, that's embarrassing. And then he look and see he on camera, like, recording that shit. Like, they're trying to embarrass him. And then it's not like we don't see this in our communities, in our society. Frats do it, fraternities do it. You go through an embarrassment process and shit like that. So I don't think it's no different when you in this Hollywood world. I don't get it. I wouldn't want to do it, but I don't know. I don't want to say it here and say I'm the best understander of this shit, but there's been many examples of the Hollywood doing weird shit, from Birdman and Lil Wayne kissing each other to already I talk about
why are you doing buddy hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud.
Nah, he do say, bro. When you said dancing, I thought you meant he was. I never seen this thing and heard the guy talking like, no, count me. You're like, I never seen this actual video before. Let me finish. Hold on, let me finish. Let it play.
You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud.
Oh, Philly, you down bad for that. I ain't gonna lie. He down bad for this. I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about, I thought he was just like, do it, maybe dancing, a little dugout. Like, that ain't nothing bad. But this, let me let it play.
Count out loud.
30.
Huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41.
Bro, he counted. What the fuck is wrong with Meek Mill? Bro, this ain't the nigga who was rapping with Lil Snoop. This can't be.
Your ass beat in tennis.
This can't be.
7, 8, 9.
You wait.
Keep going.
You
Keep going. Don't cheat on your buddy hops. They suck. Your buddy hops suck. You got 200. What?
Bro, that's fucking insane. Charles said I made $12 million in the market from November 21st to that. I lost $9 million. God damn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
My mind's blown.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I just hope you was cutting your losses, big dog. I'm learning myself to cut my losses. I made a few dollars today and yesterday. Ain't no top of
ain't 12 and 9 million, but it's a little something.
It's 100 or two. It ain't even no 1,000. God damn, boy.
Yeah, but no, it's crazy.
But
the Meek Mill, I ain't seen that.
Thank you, bro.
I ain't seen that shit.
You've had me feeling kind of crazy, bro.
That shit, no, because you said dancing. So I like, was he just dancing? Like, cause I see the little baby thing, like, hey, I'm gonna do this bet. If I 75, shave my head, like, I'm like, that's not that fucking bad. That's like some like whatever little dumb shit.
But
Like, I
think
don't think that's
about that, though.
crazy.
That literally, like, that's not Lil Baby image to do that. Lil Baby a nice, clean cut dude to cut half his head off, shave half his head, bro. Come on,
He's
bro.
he.
That's
I
not
mean,
hip hop.
but to think for him, he is a gambling man. When niggas got money, okay, we don't want to bet money. Money is nothing to us. Let's bet something else. I
Well,
don't fuck. Let's bet something that really matters. You know what I'm saying? Because money is whatever to these niggas at that point. Especially we talking to like a guy like Lil Baby who probably has millions of dollars, and obviously the billionaire who has billions of dollars. Let's bet something real. That's how I look at the Lil Baby shit. But this Meek shit, gee, that's crazy.
Is the billionaire gonna shave half his head though?
He lose. I mean, I don't know what the bet was. I don't know what that was.
That's what Act Point was too. He was like, I don't never see when they lose the bet. I only see when the rappers get embarrassed and they put it on here. Why we don't never see when the billionaire got to do some shit? That was a big part of Act shit.
Maybe the billionaires don't lose. They don't ever lose. You see, I got me. You think Meek Mill from Philly know how to play tennis? They know they're gonna win. He ain't a billionaire for no reason. He betting on what he know he gonna win. They don't know. They just happen to be at the party. And they had Michael Rubin had every rapper in the world at the party. Every major rapper you know was at that party.
Show that post of them in the bed, him and Robert Kraft.
I gotta find that. That's an old post. What's his name? Michael Rubin. Now my boy don't do no inside trade. He just smart with his money, man. He know when to make the proper investments. Salute to you.
All right, look. Charles talking about the economy. I believe whatever he say.
Hey,
Trump was horrible.
President. You know something more than me.
The stimmy package created inflation and price gouging, but it was necessary.
Look. Bryce earlier told me, don't know no shit about the economy.
Yeah, no. He got it. He got
it. Warren Buffett, not fucking niggas who run Chase. They don't know shit.
You talking about some niggas that got some insider shit from their daddy? Like this black man got it off his own.
How you know? Is Charles even black? Do we know that?
Well, he black to me.
Is it confirmed?
He donates to us.
I got this whole image of what you look like in my head, but it's probably completely different.
If you're not black, you can say nigga. you afforded it, nigga. I'm joking.
Let me find it. Look, you just like Meek Mill now.
I'm joking.
The rich white man come through, niggas start tripping.
I had to clarify. So it should be a joke.
All right, so here's the.
I know. I'll assume he black.
Is Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin are the two most popular white billionaires in black culture. I don't know why. Because what's funny to me is like, and I said I don't care about shit like this, but they seem to care about like not liking Trump. But Robert Kraft is like a Trump support guy, but like they fuck with him. So it's like I don't. They shit on anybody who was supporting him, but not this guy. He's immune, or he's like immune to the slander. I don't believe the Earth is flat. What are you talking about?
What are comments at? Where Fat Joe and
I don't know. That's on what they usually would be at the top, but they're not on here right now.
Nah, the screenshot I had.
No, I mean I screenshot sent to you. But yeah, Meek Mill just said pause. Happy B-Day, Robert. And Fat Joe had the prayer signs with a heart.
And it's like, that's not Hollywood. Like, why are these rappers just so... I don't get that.
Maybe they're like, they inspired. They're like, damn, they really I'm trying to get to that level. I'm trying to get like Rob. Like, how much are these guys even worth? Like, we see our guy, man. Even our guy went fangirl. I was so disappointed. Our guy went fangirl today. Our boy, the went fangirl today, man. This is Drake we talking about.
Right now.
Jeff Bezos slided in Drake comments. Drake went full fangirl. Started for the bottom, now we here. Holy, Jeff knows about the man. Why the fuck wouldn't Jeff Bezos know who you are, nigga? You're Drake. What are you talking about?
Who gives a fuck?
them nobody could chat to me today. Big Bezos in the comments. It's just it's a billionaire thing.
I feel like that's marketing
For Jeff or for Drake?
for everybody, honestly. Even for
Michael Rubin, I feel like it's like you get the cool pass. Like he's cool. He hang out with Meek. He cool with Jay-Z. You know, all the other little baby hang out with him now. Like he just looked at he's cool.
and I feel like it's the same for celebrities. They get free praise. So look, we were with Michael Rubin. We at the biggest party in the year. We was with Michael Rubin's party. We can speak on that for years and ages. So
they're always with this. Michael Rubin literally threw another. I remember I was seeing a couple posts. It was a couple months ago. It wasn't like as publicized as this one, but it was like in an island somewhere. And like Drake was there a little bit. You know, like the typical people was there.
Yeah.
It was like Michael Rubin threw I don't know what type of party it was. It was some party for something. But now this is gonna be the new thing. Like I feel like Michael Rubin now has got enough cultural cachet that this is now gonna be the event you want to be invited to. How they have like the Rock Nation brunch, like you want to go to the Rock Nation brunch, Jay-Z, whatever. This is gonna be that now. Because look who's all there. The biggest Uzi, Travis, Jay-Z was there. Drake, Lil Baby, Meek, like the biggest rappers, besides like Cole and Kendrick or whatever, were at this function. NBA stars were at there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was there. So this is a new thing.
Nah, yeah. It's I just feel like y'all don't know this nigga. I feel like it's not hip hop, and I feel like over time it's like
How is not hip hop? White Jewish men running hip hop forever.
I just feel like it go against like they whole grain of how they like move and things like that. Cause it's like I feel like these dudes be weird. Like he laying in bed with each other. Like yeah, y'all want to be cool with niggas like that just because he's a billionaire?
Yes, I am black. I mean, I would be cool with a billionaire if I was like,
even though you like they do weird shit like that, like they lay in bed and posted on like.
I'm cool with Blake and them. They would do weird shit together. What you talking about?
They ain't do shit like that.
But these niggas, you can't tell me him and probably Tyler Smith are probably laid in the bed together. Like, come on, bro. Like, white boys do white shit. Come on now. Look like oblivious. Like these niggas ain't never done no white shit. Run around. Let us hear it. Like, telling Najee. Let us hear it. Like, come on, like, bro. We know white boys do white boy shit, man. Stop it.
I don't know if I was there that day.
You was always stop the.
I wasn't always there.
Okay, all right. You wasn't there.
I don't.
All right.
I don't remember that day.
All right, yeah, of course. On to the next goddamn conversation. But that's white boy shit.
I guess when you add it to,
like, I would not be this nigga friend because he lay in the bed with Robert Kraft. I can't be his friend. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas doing.
I guess.
Like, I wouldn't look at it like that's. I think you're looking like a little too like okay, yeah, they're laying in bed together. Like whatever, y'all fucking. What they do with me? If he was, if you saw a picture of Cheese doing something, you would be cool with that nigga still.
I guess so.
Stop it. You know you would. What are you talking about? If they was benefit you in some type of way, why would you go fuck what they doing over here?
I guess.
If Michael Rubin put a Lil Baby, like I think they even like Lil Baby, Meek Mill, and Michael Rubin, they was trying to buy something together. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like if a nigga put you on some big money shit, oh he in the bed with Michael Robert Kraft, you're gonna be like, I can't fuck that nigga.
I guess
you ain't gonna do that shit. You be like,
but
happy birthday. You gonna say happy birthday too?
Okay, what about adding on like you do humiliating shit that we don't always see, along with them niggas doing weird shit?
The bunny hop shit was crazy, right? That was crazy. Because it's like that they don't feel like Meek's persona. Like when he jump back into the rap.
Yeah, Cheese, bro. You seen what he did there, bro? Nigga put me in the corner like,
I'm just saying because he.
Why you ain't say Trail or some shit?
Because Trail ain't got the money for what I know. I'm not saying you broke, nigga, but you ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about big money shit. But because like, look, earlier nigga Bryce said nobody knows shit about the economy. I said, what about Warren Buffett? No, Cheese talk over here. He knows. What are you talking about? That's why I brought him up. But anyways, what was I saying? The humiliation shit. I still look at the Lil Baby thing as like humiliation. The Meek Mill shit, like count he 45. But that's crazy. I think we just look at certain different things as like humiliation. That Meek Mill shit for his whole like persona, like I'm in the trenches every night. And like I said, people can grow. I don't got a problem with growth, but it's like. When you hop into hip hop, you this, but you hop in with white boys, you that. Like, bro, if this is your new true happy self, just go be you true and happy. Just go live it. You ain't got. I don't gotta see Meek Mill being a gangster. Like if that's Meek Mill's life and he feels happy doing whatever the fuck he's doing, hanging out with the white billionaires, and I get it. Go get the fucking money. I get it. But it's like you like 1 minute you like threatening Tekashi 9, and you like over here with my. It's like, all right, bro, what are you doing?
So I got asked this question about the hair shaving. You don't think they do that in like frats? Like they don't shave the men? Like, wouldn't you consider that a humiliation like process?
I don't think cutting your hair is humiliating.
That's why they do that though.
I guess it's what you consider humiliating.
I mean, it's just the direct definition of it. That's why they do it. To belittle you, to make
doing a bet, like if I tell you, hey, Bryce, I bet you that I'm gonna whoop your ass next versus. If you lose, you gotta make your hair pink. I'm not like I'm about to humiliate. Like I'm not.
That's humiliation.
But it's like you make
that's
like
humiliation.
I feel like there's different contexts for it. Like people make it like it's like a devious thing. Like I'm gonna make him look bad for his community. It's like, bro, it's just a bit. Like,
I think it's a lack of respect. I don't think it's that deep.
So if I tell you if you lose a versus that you had cut your hair, you think I disrespect you, or it's just like a stupid?
No, I think it's disrespectful. I think
you just take it too seriously, and I don't. I do that because like,
but
if you lose a versus, cut your hair. Ha ha ha! It's like,
but I feel like I mean, obviously, I wouldn't agree to it, but like, I don't know why they would even agree to some shit like that. That's my thing in the first place.
And then he gonna win. Lil Baby is a habitual gambler through his whole life. He's always gambled. If you watch Street Preacher documentary, Lil Baby is a gambler.
But nah, I think like it used to be like dye your hair or change like something on you. Like that's I think you're going too far. Like there's so many other bets in the world that we could do. Why?
You would take that like disrespect. Like if I asked you, you'd be like, you take that as like disrespect.
No, I mean I would look like it's a lack of respect. Like go like shave your hair or some shit like that. Like if I was forced to do that.
If you told me if you lose next verse, you gotta shave your beard. I'd be like, damn, I don't want to shave my beard, but fuck it, I'm gonna beat this thing. I don't give a fuck. You know, I wouldn't look at it like Bryce is trying to fucking humiliate me if I shave. You know, I don't know. I don't look at it that way.
If I told you to shave your eyebrows, like
I lost a bit.
That's weird.
Because I'm half white. I don't fucking know. It's like I don't look at it like that.
Nah,
like,
that shit.
You told me to shave my like if I bet you right now, I know Luda,
shave half your head and you gotta walk around, go to work like that and shit like that. You gotta go outside and shit like
I accept the bet.
Humiliating. That's a humiliating.
I'm not looking at it like
bro.
that, bro. We just betting on some stupid shit. That's how I look at it.
Nah, that ain't
I feel like when you say like a humiliation, it's like I feel like there's like a
you gotta go
it.
outside. You gotta be seen. You gonna get taped. Like you would get capped on if you had real friends. Like nigga, like that's a humiliating process that you had to go through for some weeks. Like what are we talking about?
But if I agreed to, why would I give a fuck? I knew what I was going into.
That's some dumbass people.
I don't think it feels like there's like people say it's like an intent thing. So like if Lil Baby betted that way with like, hey, like his homeboy who we've been growing up with forever, like money don't mean shit to us. We need something that's like more like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, money's real, but like we need like something that the stakes are higher. Where you gotta cut your hair if you like. I don't think that's like. I don't see the Meek Mill shit like buddy hop and count and get it. Like I'm telling you, gotta count like that looks crazy. But the cutting hair thing, I ain't really
like,
on that.
Especially if a nigga got dreads.
way.
You trying to make it seem like a beard or something like that. Like niggas like cherish their dreads. Nigga, like if you grow your dreads,
I mean, if you cherish them, you shouldn't have agreed.
Yeah, that's the stupid.
I think the argument you're really having is Lil Baby wouldn't agree to that with anybody else but a white billionaire. I bet you have that conversation.
Possibly, yeah.
That's the conversation I think there is because
what conversation you think I'm having though?
But just like betting stupid shit with your friends, like I don't feel like that's. I feel like it's more like these guys will do anything for white billionaires. That's really the conversation.
So okay. So add like this too. So say like I'm the bully or I'm like the nigga like Lil Baby, and I make a bet with somebody and like I'm like damn near forcing you to do the shit. Like yeah, I'm taking a bet because it's fun and shit. But like oh, you ain't gonna really make me do the shit. It's like now I'm making you do it because I can force the other niggas to hold you down and do the shit type shit. It's like ain't no risk for me because I'm rich. I might not even uphold my side of the bet because what you gonna do?
So you think if Meek Mill didn't buddy hop, what do you think Michael Rue, I don't know who the person was behind the camera, but like what do you think they would do? Like disown him?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they owe him money.
Like I don't think if this wasn't a white billionaire, let's say like I said, if Lil Baby bet this with Meek Mill, I don't think it would be looked at as such like a thing. But the fact that it's these white billionaires, that's why it's looked at. There's like that connotation of look what these guys want to do for these people. If he did it with Meek, nobody would even bat a fucking eye. They're like, oh, just Meek and Baby doing some dumb bet, whatever.
No, I disagree.
It's like if it's like Lil Baby's like, I got dreads, James Harden has a beard. James, if you don't make it to the finals, you gotta cut your beard. If you make
And
it,
you know that's a part of
you
his
wouldn't even look at
image.
it. But you wouldn't even like be like, "Oh my god, it's a humiliation Hollywood ritual."
I
You'd
would
be like,
think-
"It's just a fucking two motherfuckers doing a thing." Would you think that was a Hollywood humiliation ritual between Lil Baby and James Harden?
No, I would think it. So when you add it, when you like Hollywood ritual and shit, no, I just think that's a part of Hollywood's culture. Getting humiliated, doing shit to tap dance to fit in. I think that's more of what it is. Is it a ritual that's gonna help him sign a deal or some shit? No, I don't think it's that deep. No, but do I think that's a part of the culture that happens a lot where you get embarrassed by niggas of higher rank than you, and if they check you and want you to do some shit, you gotta do it. Like Birdman kissing niggas in their mouth. Like
maybe they wanted to kiss him,
or like P Diddy probably, like I said, P Diddy sex tapes or whatever. Releasing the
P Diddy sex tapes. When that shit come
what's
out?
the shit? Releasing to the P Diddy fucking dot.
What are you talking about?
What's the shit? What they said with R. Kelly shit?
Diddy
Unhinged
has
R.
sex tape with
Kelly.
R.
I don't
Kelly? What are
fucking
you
know what
talking
the shit called. When all this shit came out,
Wardo, I want you to elaborate. What do you mean so much cap in this convo? I know you young kids, y'all just say things with no context. You got to give you a little,
so
give me a little
even when
context.
P Diddy, when he do, I feel like P Diddy has done things like that. When he put, who was that? Usher. He did that shit to Usher. He was like, "Yeah, you remember when we used to have fun in the bed? We used to sleep under the bed tonight." And Usher just was like, because.
Well, that might be a whole different type of conversation.
But my thing is, P Diddy can get away with saying anything he wanted. What Usher gonna do? Nothing, because I believe.
When did he say this to Usher? This is recent.
This is at a peak. No, this was at a peak. It was at Usher peak, but I think some people have still seniority rank due to history or due to whatever. Like P Diddy is. I mean, Usher's a huge star, but I would think P Diddy may be even more in time when you think about he owns certain labels. He'll be a little higher up, and I think they are hierarchies and shit. Even when Drake can make YRK Cyrus dance on video, I think that shit is disrespectful. Like I think that's a part of humiliation. Yes, it's light you could get killed for on a nigga that amount of money. So would I rather you dance on fucking camera? Yes, but is it still a lack of disrespect there? Yes, that's what I would say. So
I just take it serious. That's the thing. Wildcat thing. I think that's funny. Like I get what you say.
That's
like,
not. That's
him. Like
nigga.
I give you the word. Like that shit funny to me. I don't fucking know.
It's funny to a nigga that's unaffected. But YRK or Sarah's like, man, I really do owe this nigga. Like this nigga sweating. Like this nigga feel like his life on the line, and we laughing at this nigga go through a humiliation process because he owe this nigga money. Like we can laugh at this shit. We ain't got no problem. And it's a part of humiliation that outside people are supposed to laugh at you. Like that's a part of it. Like if Lil Baby did that, we'll laugh at him. He'll be a mean, ha, it ain't that serious. But that's like I don't think Lil Baby will want that a part of his legacy. If say he did cut his dreads and had to shave half his head. Like just saying. But
and it just sounds like you think of all that shit as a coincidence and you undermine the context. Like I said, if the context is if the conversation was black rappers will do things for white billionaires that they wouldn't normally do in their real life because they feel a certain type of way about white billionaires and they put them on a pedestal. That's a conversation I'm willing to have. But like the actual thing of it is like two friends having a bet and something like, hey, if you do this, I do that. I don't look at that as crazy. Now, like I said, if you say black rappers are willing to do anything to get white billionaire approval, that's a conversation.
Yeah, and I don't think Ruben and Michael Kraft look at them as peers. I don't think he looks at them as friends. I think they look at them as entertainment. That's another reason I look at it as a little more nastier. If they looked at if I really believe Michael Kraft looked at Meek Mill as a peer, or Ruben looked at him as a peer, of course maybe I wouldn't take it so serious. I don't look at it like that. I think he is paid entertainment that he gonna benefit off of because so what do we call that when you use the likeness of black people or likeness of a culture or whatever, culture appropriation or whatever that shit is. And then you also embarrassing us. So it's like you don't respect the culture because you're just using us as entertainment. Like,
so let me ask you this question.
If just look nasty.
If Michael Rubin and Kanye West are playing these games, where is the hierarchy? Both billionaires. I believe Kanye's worth more than him. Where's the hierarchy there? Or Jay-Z, for instance, where's the hierarchy? Is it because he's black and he's white? Is it the black and white thing that's a hierarchy? Or is it the money that's a hierarchy thing?
Unfortunately, I would think a black billion can't get what a white billion can. Michael Jackson tried to buy CBS. If he was white, nobody would, or excuse me, tried to buy the Beatles. If he was white, no one would have blinked the eye. Cosby tried to buy CBS. All of a sudden, these allegations came up.
But see, I'm talking about the dynamic between the two.
My point is,
about something else.
if he was white, these allegations and things wouldn't come up. So they put certain filters in, like where you got $1 billion, but you can't buy no shit that's gonna be long lasting revenue for you. That's gonna be a one of the 8 biggest companies in the world, CBS.
I don't know what is Michael Rubin's net worth. Is he worth a lot of money? I thought it was like a low tier billionaire.
So my point is, it's like Kanye has $1 billion.
Oh, he's worth 8. Okay,
he has $1 billion.
Last time I checked Michael Rubin net worth, he wasn't at 8.
He has $1 billion, but if he tried to make certain impactful moves,
shit, now it's at 9. God damn.
He'll have certain restrictions on him. They'll try to block him. Versus if he was a white man with $1 billion, he has all the freedom to do whatever he wants. That's my point, and that's been proven. Black men tried to make powerful moves that would be seen too powerful. White people all of a sudden can pull up all the skeletons out their closet.
Yeah, see, for context, the last time I saw Michael Rubin shit was like in 2020, and this shit was 2.9. From then to now, this is what we talking about though. From 2020, 2.9. Now he's worth 8. Now I don't know what the fuck done jumped up that much to give him $6 billion, but last time I saw it was like 2. That's why I thought he was like a low level billionaire. But now I guess 8 billion on the billionaire scale. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's still like a,
you don't think that's true
though? It's true what?
About equivalent, like a white person can have 500K and a black person can have 500K. That black person can go to the bank and try to get a loan for a business, gonna have a harder time than a white person with that same 500K with the same business plan.
Well, see, I'm talking about it as far as like how we look at like 2 billionaires looking at each other. I'm not talking about like,
but if
they gonna try to start a business and he tries to start one, of course the black man's like, I'm talking about like if Jay-Z's worth 1.5, Michael Rubin's worth 1.5 as friends. Because what I said, you wouldn't look at the same if it was Meek Mill and Lil Baby.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood.
So what I'm saying is like 2 people on the equal level as far as, but I guess in your point they'll never be equal. Because
the question I thought you was asking was where would they rank in hierarchy as far as society or as far as ranking, even though they're both millionaires. And I was like, yeah, Kanye may have $1 billion just like, or Jay-Z may have $1 billion just like them, but the fact that they're a white billionaire, they're gonna have more connections. They're gonna be looked at more favorably. They're gonna be.
Yeah, see, I'm looking at them from. I'm looking at it from my eyes. Like when I said that Lil Baby and Meek Mill like equivalent, like because they're like both rapper. They're worth whatever. They both have millions of dollars. If Jay-Z was worth $8 billion and Mike Rubin was worth $8 billion, I wouldn't be looking at it from the aspect of hey, if Mike Rubin took his $8 billion and wanted to invest in Google or whatever the fuck, they probably let him, but they won't let you. I'm just talking about like the same, like they're just the same status, like as far as whatever. And also, I can lie. If Jay-Z's worth $8 billion, I don't know, maybe because
I get that. You're right. If there was a white billionaire,
like from that aspect.
No, if there was a white billionaire and a black billionaire, yeah, they might look at each other as peers. From that aspect, yeah, I could agree with that. But when you talk about Rick Rubin and the average rapper that's there, he probably don't even really listen to or know. Like, let's be real, he don't probably listen to none of their fucking music.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't.
He's just there.
I'm sure he don't.
That's my point. Robert Kraft don't listen to none of their shit. Like, they don't give a fuck about none of these people in real life.
Rick Ross loves him.
Now, Robert Kraft get one pass because he did help Meek get out of jail and shit like that.
Michael Rubin did too. He was a part of that whole thing.
Okay. Well,
they're part of the Reform Alliance. They're part of Rock Nation. They're part of all that little shit.
Well, I can understand it to a certain degree. I can understand.
That's really why they kick it. It started off with that shit. Michael Rubin says he saw like someone told him about Meek Mill's case. And he looked into it and he said, "This is fucked up. I'm a rich white billionaire in Philadelphia. I own the 76ers. I have connections. Let me try to help him out." And that's when that friendship started, when Meek Mill was in prison.
Yeah.
That's when that whole thing
maybe
started.
Friendship, maybe investment. Who knows? I don't know how they really look at it. Because when he talked to him, how he talked to him on the video, maybe he talked to his peers like that. I don't know. Maybe he don't have a filter. He a billionaire. Maybe billionaires don't have filters. I know rich motherfuckers that don't have
rich motherfuckers don't have no filters. Why would they? Why they give a fuck?
Maybe they talk to that people like that to everybody. So maybe it's possible.
So also they still look at them as just entertainers. Don't matter what they do, just how they got it. Still just rappers. So do y'all think that they respect black billionaires that just big like Dan Gote, who's a Nigerian? He's worth like $12 billion. who got his billions from concrete, flour, like the traditional business, whatever. Do y'all think they would respect him more than they respect Jay-Z?
I maybe possibly, but I think they still would respect Jay-Z and
Kanye?
Kanye. Do they still may embarrass him and shit like that? Possibly, whatever. I don't know. But
Jay-Z
I
said,
think
fuck, I ain't getting embarrassed.
those are like 2 or 3 people that may show up to the party. Everybody else, they ain't on that level or even close to that. Most of them gonna be broke and shit and some more shit and irrelevant in years. Kanye and all them be relevant for 10 to 20 years. That in itself is impressive enough. Like you're a staple in America's history when you think about it. So these other people, like you minions, like
yeah, like that, like Robert Smith. Do you think that they respect Robert Smith more than they respect the Kanye? Robert Smith is a black billionaire who invested, I think, in like
I mean, let's
tech
be real.
things like that or something like that.
Let's be real. Robert
something.
Smith gonna have more insight and technical knowledge on business.
Yeah,
on
he's
economics.
a CEO of a private equity firm, so it's like it's in that world.
He's gonna be able to speak that language, and I think Jay-Z and Kanye probably could speak that language to a certain degree, but he had to get it out the mud speaking that language. I think it's gonna be a little more natural for him. So yeah, I think they would respect somebody like Robert Smith a lot more.
Other billionaires don't care about Dangote. How do you know billionaires don't care about Dangote? What billionaire rooms are you in? What billionaires are you talking to? Well, they'll go fuck about Dangote.
Yeah, I think billionaires respect other billionaires for sure. I think it's more of a corporation thing that tries to make certain stops, and governments and other ops that try to make certain stops. When we talk about like Cosby and shit like that.
Warner said that with so much comments. Like other billionaires don't care about Dangote. Like, how do you fucking know that?
I know
he's worth $30.5 billion. He runs like most of fucking Africa's flour and concrete. What do you mean? How do you know they don't fuck with him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Bill Gates cares about Dangote like that. I don't think so. I mean,
maybe
I don't think they like love each other. Like I don't know. I don't think every billionaire like loves every billionaire. They probably don't even know each other. They probably even run in the same industry.
Maybe not Bill Gates.
Billionaires in his industry, you know what I'm saying? Like other concrete billionaires around the world, flour billionaires, like people who are in there, yeah, they probably that's Dangote from Dangote fucking group.
Or may know him and he can build some shit and maybe get they got some shit they about to build and get some concrete for cheap. Like nigga, I'm gonna fuck with Dangote. He the plug. What the fuck you mean?
Now like Bill Gates, I mean, I guess it's Bill Gates like the overlord of the billionaires. I mean, I don't fucking know if he knows who Dangote is. He obviously like Bill Gates was obviously running his circle. He knows Jeff Bezos, obviously Elon, obviously the Google guys, obviously Zuckerberg. Like that's their, you know.
Do you think like they be having certain lounges and shit they all go to?
Yeah, but they got a thing right now they got going on. I didn't even know that was a real thing in Idaho. They got a damn like.
I know they have conventions and shit, but I'm talking about like just lounges they go chill at.
Oh, I don't know, probably. Moguls, deals, and Patagonia vest. Look inside summer camp for billionaires. Look, like we got Zuckerberg here. We got the COO of Facebook. Any billionaires, people that you know, they're at this little summer camp for billionaires going on from July 6th to July 10th. So they got 3 more days of this shit.
They definitely eat.
It sounds like your typical summer camp, but we could tennis, long hikes, water rafting, except in this particular summer camp in Sun Valley, Idaho. And then they go do it somewhere. Nobody's Sun Valley, Idaho. Ain't nobody fucking there. Participants are set to arrive in private jets, and in between all the leisure activities, they may just plot some of the biggest deals in media and tech. Welcome to what's known as Summer Camp for Billionaires. This week, the top executives of the biggest and most influential companies in tech and media, including Apple's Tim Cook, Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, will get together at the Sun Valley Resort, a getaway that takes back to 1936 in a tiny town by the Sawtooth Mountains.
They hunt homeless people. They hunt homeless people. And bathe in blood.
So it's like the billionaire getaway weekend. So yeah, they got little meetings and little functions they go to together. That's what that is right there.
No, I know they got secret societies. I'm saying like everybody in the secret society ain't a billionaire though. I'm asking like, do billionaires be like, hey man, let's get on a jet and meet at this island and just hang out, or go to the same like I don't know. It's not that many billionaires in the world for them to even be able to congregate in like a certain place,
like a massive thing. The World Economic Forum.
No. Like, so say there's like they got to hang out in the Cali that they always go to. They got to hang out in New York that they always go to.
Yeah.
Because I feel like where do billionaires go hang out? Like just normal day-to-day shit.
Places we don't even know about.
That's what I'm asking about.
Places we don't know about. Sun Valley, Idaho.
No, but like, so they gotta stay in Houston. But where do they go to eat, and where do they go to like relax?
Oh, I
in
see what you're saying. I
Houston?
see what
That's
you're
what
saying.
I'm
Like,
asking.
where they go? Where's a real exclusive joint set that we don't know about?
Yeah, and like,
I see what
like,
you're saying.
it gotta be somewhere in Houston. Like, I ain't never seen the shit, and I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Dallas, Austin. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like this is
Yeah.
where the big heads go. I'm like, I wonder where that is. Probably some type of, what do you call those things? Those golfing. What do you call where people meet at in the golfing shit? Like certain,
The golf club? I don't know. Country club? What
yeah,
are you talking
country clubs and shit. They probably
about?
call it country clubs or some shit like that. Yeah, I get going to islands and shit like that, but I'm talking about just on the day to day. Or maybe they house so goddamn big, they like shit. I could just go to the spa in here.
Yeah.
I can just order a fucking masseuse, or I can get a chef in here that can cook Michelin star. So why do I need to go to a restaurant? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I saw, like we're going off on a tangent here, but like I saw randomly like Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson arrived to Jeff Bezos' exclusive party at his home in Beverly Hills. Like they do these things, we just don't know what the fuck's going on in these places. That's why, like this thing, like they got CEO of Google, CEO of Disney, CEO of this, CEO of that, like all the biggest tech founders and hedge fund billionaires are at this one location. You know, that's where they get their shit off at. But yeah, so that was a nice little tangent we went off on about the big money. Bryce, I know you're woke to us, nigga. Bro, I know what the fuck Bohemian Grove is, nigga. I watch Alex Jones. I know what the fuck that is. Everybody knows what the fuck the Met Gala is. What are you talking about? They take your phone when you go to those parties. Yeah. What else we got? We got anything else? The
I'm
rapper
looking at
thing.
the comments.
Oh, you said the police shooting that guy over 6 times. You want to talk about that?
I put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Did I say any? Did I give any context?
Alex Jones, the one that broke it down, he infiltrated Bohemian Grove. What are you talking about? See, you don't even know what you're talking about. He infiltrated Bohemian Groves. What did he say? It was what else just said? It was sacrificing children. He said some crazy shit. He said it was like sacrificing children or something. He said at Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. No, I just put it in there. I don't remember why I wanted to talk about that. Honestly,
I mean, it's crazy getting shot 60 times by the police. That's a little. I don't even want to say a little excessive. I mean, that's a little wild. Like to corner you on like some like I get it. They said like, even with this context, even like okay, we're chasing him. Like he leads us on a chase, right? First of all, you probably shouldn't lead the police on a chase. Then they say they saw a flash of a muzzle. And he shot at them while he was running, or not running like all his feet, but like when he was still in the car. He got out of the car, started running, and he turned around, and they started decimating him with bullets. How many times do you realistically, as police, if I see there's 10 of us here, how many times realistically do we need to shoot this person? Like, at what point did y'all see this man fall on the ground after the second shot? Like, that's kind of not even kind of that's a crazy. Like, I don't see how you even justify that. Like, if he turned around with like a fucking AK and started letting that bitch off, like, oh, we gotta neutralize this guy. But like, once y'all, I don't, that's just crazy. And they put handcuffs on him afterwards. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That wouldn't even make no sense in any logical person's mind to like, hey, we shot this guy 60 times. Clearly, this nigga is not Hitch or Superman or whatever. He's dead. Hey, you go put the handcuffs on him. He's not gonna rise from the dead. Like he's dead. I don't know. That's just some sick shit. That's like, I don't know. That's crazy. I'm desensitized to it at this point. There's them shoot bears more than 10 times. That's how you know it's internal racism. They wouldn't even shoot a wild bear in the streets that many times.
Yeah, I mean, putting the cuffs on them is a symbolization of like hanging us and shit like that after you and killed us. Like that's just the spitting on us after you already and shitted on us. So to say internal racism is there, yeah, they still got a lot of the same tactics and things that they've done in the past. Yeah, man, it's tough, bro. Obviously, it's tough. Like once again, we behind enemy lines. It's definitely tough, bro. Like it's hard to even like. What do you say anymore? Like, obviously, it's not justified. Obviously, it's excessive, but obviously, it's a product. But once again, what we're gonna do? Go vote? Like that ain't me, also. I just don't be knowing what to say no more with shit like this.
Yeah, I don't know. They shot. It's just all you can say is it's crazy. That's really all you can say. That's crazy that they shot the man 60 times. Like we got to get to the whole like the Candace Owens type vibe. Like, well, he was actually a criminal when he was alive. Like, we ain't got to get in all that type of shit. It's like no, they shot him 60 times. I get it. He did lead you on a miles-long police chase, granted, and y'all say he shot at y'all while he was driving. But when it got to that point, when he's running away from like 10 police officers, and he turns around and y'all just let it go. Like I said, if a motherfucker turn around when y'all feel like he should shot at y'all before, y'all think he might have a gun, you may be like, pop, pop, pop. But like to watch the video and just pop, 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 it's like, bro, come on. That's just crazy.
I can always be like, man, they're not trained. They're not whatever. If they were trained better, they could learn how to take them down. They could have shot them in the leg. It's not that, bro. We see they take down other people that have guns that's actually on them. That's actually fucking known to being shot. They literally just committed a mass shooting and they able to take them down without shooting them 100 times. So it's like it's clearly one-sided when it comes to these excessive shootings. Like at this point, like whoever said, I think Lydia said it's internal racism. It's too. You can't be like, oh, it's a part of coaching. If they were trained better, it's like I don't believe that shit no more, bro. Like they just don't care. Because if it was a girl they were chasing and she did that same move, would she get shot 60 times?
No.
If
a little white girl hopped out that car, they wouldn't have shot us 60 times.
Like,
ma'am, slow down. They wouldn't have do that. We know that. Come on. Yeah. I don't know. That shooting happened, and obviously another mass shooting happening in Illinois on 4th of July. I don't even know if I'm desensitized to these things. I think it's just like you said, I don't know what do I say to that? Like, all right, white guy shot 30 people, killed 7, orphaned a 2-year. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I say about that? I don't got the plan. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, people on Twitter, the only thing I really want to talk about with that is I hate the people on Twitter. Like, they just go straight to, he was a Trump supporter. Like, why does that fucking matter? Like, wasn't Jeffrey Epstein a Democrat? Like, why does that matter? Like, what does that do? He was a Trump supporter. Okay. Like, is it like is that like Trump's fault? Like, I never get that when I see that in politics. It's always like you just trying to gain points. That's you try to gain points off the tragedy. And that should be looking disgusting.
Hey, I want our rights. I want our rights back to segregate. Can we segregate? That's the biggest shit at this point because getting shot 60 times, like, what are we gonna do? They're not gonna stop that shit. What are they gonna do? What are we gonna do? Motherfuckers mass shooting and shit. Like, that's not really our community. Let's take a leap in faith and just segregate.
How you think in 2022 that would look?
Black people segregating?
Yeah,
I think it'd be beautiful. If they left us alone. Of course, we need some type of stimmy. We just couldn't move. A lot of motherfuckers just can't move. But we had a plan to be like, all right, we're giving like how they gave Indians reserves. We're giving them stipends just like how they gave Indians to build and all this other shit. They ain't just magically have money to build casinos after all that oppression. They was giving that shit. So say they gave that to us somehow. I think we'll strive. I think we would do even more.
In 2021 with the mind, like how we see them girls at the restaurant wilding out. You think like being away from white people would tamper shit like that down.
Okay, I'm not blaming white people for that by any means. No.
I mean, I'm just asking. Like, so
Okay.
I'm saying, do you think it would be just like this? Look like this utopian society?
No, not at first. Not at first. But I think the production that we will make, the economic growth that we will have recycling, people won't be stressing over $1.75. That's more of my attitude about it. How people are in that fight or flight mentality, we wouldn't have that so much because the economic dollar would be recycling. Now, will we have fucking leaders and shit that may be fucking taking advantage of us and shit? Possibly. That's definitely a thing. But yeah, I don't think it'll be perfect for sure. But I couldn't help but think that it would benefit us, bro. Because what would I be saying if I said it wouldn't work? We need white people and other races to function. Like, we couldn't do it on our own. We couldn't recycle. We can't learn how to recycle our dollar. We can't learn how to build an economy. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. We had more oppression and we did it before. We got less oppression. We got more knowledge to us. I think we'll be fucking going crazy. Yeah, there'll be some bad examples, but once again, when we think about the prison system, I think the prison system will be treated a lot better where there's actually rehabilitation. So, because it's black people policing other black people. It's harder to beat a black man ass consistently when he looks just like you, I feel like. Now, when there's other people around you that's not like you encouraging you to do it, yeah. But I feel like...
I don't know about that.
I think
power ultimately corrupts no matter what. If you is the same color, we saw the Africans and Africans still the white people. So it ain't like.
But it wasn't in black
levels of corruption happened. It was only a black world.
We also had slaves in Africa, but it wasn't to the chattel slavery. It wasn't, people weren't getting beat. They were more like an indentured servant. So yeah, black people will punish you. I don't think a black man not gonna punish you. A conservative black man probably will punish you, but he will see something in his heart. Just like when a white man see these motherfuckers that kill a whole motherfucking people that just like him, he also sees something in his heart that resonate with that white boy. Yeah, that white boy gonna get punished, but it ain't gonna be as severe if it was somebody that don't look like him. That's just natural. I think that's natural over time, or just natural like a chemistry in this. I don't think black people wouldn't get punished. I think like if them black girls did that same shit to a black restaurant, they'll get punished, probably even get beat on a little bit. But I think the rehabilitation process would be taken more seriously. I think when people talk about funding to the prison system, like they'll actually be listened to because these are your people. Like in every aspect. Will there be corruption? Yes. No doubt about it. Will it be that? No doubt about it. But will it be to the same extent? I don't think so. Will our lowest part of the totem pole be not being able to eat, not being able to maintain a house? I don't think so. I think even to that aspect, like, yeah, somebody may not be rich, but they still may be able to keep a roof over their head or whatever. So I don't know. I would advocate for it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, we see what happens on Twitter and shit like that, but I think things will rebalance when we got into our own world.
Bryce wants to bring all black people there. Black women, you shut the fuck up. Y'all ain't got no vote in this black utopia. Y'all ain't got no vote in the black utopia.
Nah, I wouldn't even move like
the Constitution is gonna be cemented by Kevin Samuel's fucking last dying words.
No bullshit.
Fresh and Fit are gonna be the fucking ministers.
They're gonna be in my cabinet.
They're gonna be in your cabinet. Them Fresh and Fit. Who else will be in your? Let's make up Bryce's cabinet a fucking black utopia. Fresh and Fit.
All black people.
Kevin Samuel's gonna have a statue in front of the goddamn Congress. Who else?
For instance,
Dr. Umar definitely probably be the president.
Nah, fuck no, I never fucked with Umar. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my bad. Brother Polite. Who the fuck do you
like? No.
You didn't look at Brother Polite?
Brother Panic, stop it.
I
Nobody
don't
fucks with Brother
fucking
Panic.
know.
Niggas don't know him like that. No, I do not fuck with
I
Polite.
thought it was Brother Polite. I don't
No,
fucking know.
I do not fuck with that nigga. I've never advocated for that nigga. I've never talked about anything that nigga spread. I do not.
I
Fuck
just
with that
know
nigga.
his brother. That's the only brother
No,
I
Brother
know.
Panic, Brother Panic, and niggas, he not mainstream like that. So I know
What's
you
wrong
gonna
with
talk
Brother
about him.
Polite? I don't know what's wrong with him.
Nah, that nigga be wildin'. I ain't. It's a
Oh,
lot of
I
shit
said,
I don't fuck with.
I don't know what he does. I just know I hear that name.
Nah, but for instance, like some I changed, like like how I just seen somebody talk about it. Basically, if you can't raise your kids, they'll take your kids from you and then pay somebody else to raise your kids instead of giving you proper training, proper education, and funding for you can do it on your own, right? Like little stuff like that. I feel like black people, when you talk about writing laws, I think we'll have some insight in taking care of our own people and not being so reckless with, shit like that. And like I said, the rehabilitation, I think, would be taken care of more seriously. I think the roots and foundations of things would be more serious and cared about. So our education, I don't think it'll just be sitting textbook, read like how white people told us to be educated. I don't think it's just going to be about passing the final exam at the end of the school. I think we might even have trades and things like that. I think black conservatives and black men in general probably advocate for that being in schools. So I think even if you were low class, I think you'll still have skills. I think you'll still have education that'll be way higher and better than if you was in this white, regurgitate it, learn some shit and forget about it and just try to pass a test and get drug along till you graduate type shit and really don't know shit going into what's the name? I think you'll know about taxes. I think you'll know about economics. I think that's what black people will focus on if we was to build education system. If we was to
So
build,
why you ain't fucking with Umar then?
you know that nigga been getting funded for the longest and ain't did shit.
Y'all ain't trying to help him. He trying to build this black utopia you speaking about, but you ain't gonna help him. You got some money, donate to him. You got a little money on you now, give some money.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
He just trying to build the black community up, man.
Nah, it will have to be a big. It's not gonna be one black man. It's not gonna be one. It's not even gonna be just the black culture. It's gonna have to be America. It might even have to be other nations. Like, let's be real, because almost everybody did it to a lot of the shit that we was put through and how they ignored it. Because let's be real, if Germans was allowed to keep doing all this shit, wouldn't Jews hold everybody responsible for not stepping up and doing anything? Wouldn't like no one's done anything about the oppression of black people in America, essentially. So my thing is, like, it may be other people that could step in, but I think it'll have to be a big funding.
You have a hard time trying to guilt them other countries into giving a fuck.
I don't know about. Like I said, this probably never happened. Like
yeah, they gonna be like, we don't give a damn. We wasn't over there.
But shit, if we really smart,
it's like how many countries do you hold responsible for Yemen? All of them.
I'm not sure about the Yemen. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure some people.
Saudi Arabia is fucking up Yemen, causing famine, all that type of shit.
My argument to why other nations and my plea to other nations would be is like when we are 20 to 30 years up, our spending power, our technology, all the different things that we're going to be able to produce and cultivate, y'all be an ally with us. You're buying in.
Invest now.
You're investing in one of the hottest nations, and you've already seen the proof for hundreds of years of our capabilities, from the corporate, the Fortune 500 companies that we helped, to the lady getting fucking rocket ships on the fucking moon, if that even happened, to our athletes and everything. Like, bro, we have the entertainment, we have the science, we have all this shit. Invest in us now. 5,400 years from now, your children will eat.
What would this nation? What would you call it? What would it be called?
I don't know. We couldn't even call ourselves. We shouldn't even call ourselves black people at that point. So we would have to come up with a whole new identity. That stems from black community and black history. But I think it'll be the ultimate new rebranding that we will have to come up with, a new flag and all type of shit.
According to Tariq Nasheed, you shouldn't be allowed to get any reparations. He says the government should start by paying foundational black foundational black Americans $20 trillion You can only get this if we can actually go back in the census and see if your ancestors date back to 1840s when they was actually, maybe it's like 1890, something like that, when slavery was actually going on.
That's what's ignorant. If we got to start cutting people out on the black oppression, maybe we need more money.
I think he's talking about as far as like just the American experience of racism or of slavery.
But to act like slavery,
he's saying he would pretty much say like Wardu is Nigerian, I think, right? Wardu, you're Nigerian. Was I don't know. You're fucking. I'm just assuming because you say you're Nigerian. I'm thinking it's like maybe like a closer route to like Africa and maybe your grandparents or something. Pretty much, he was. Let's just say, for instance, if Wardu's grandparents were born in Nigeria, right? He would say that they don't have anything to do with American slavery because they was in Nigeria. Nothing like obviously racism is still. He said that's another conversation, but he's talking about just the effects of slavery on those ancestors in the 1890s.
No, that's possible. I would say from the if you was here since the
so Wardo ain't a foundational Black American.
He
ain't that foundational Black American.
I would say from the if you've been here since the 1960s or later, you good. Because to act like segregation and all this other shit wasn't a big part of even motherfucking. That's why I like I said. I wouldn't even be that fucking descriptive, nigga. If you Black in America, you're old. Cause the image, the chance of your kid getting shot in the streets, they don't like give a fuck if his name is Mondu or fucking Anthony. like, they don't give a fuck.
How'd you get that name? Like where'd that name fall from? Like Mondu. Where'd that name? Is that a typical like Nigerian name or something like that?
I've never heard it in my life. I just came up with some shit off the road. Like it don't matter. Like, especially since I feel like the 1960s and shit like that. Maybe you want to look after that and be like, things cooled down in America. It wasn't so crazy.
That's what it's 80. See, look, that's what he's not an ADOS, an African descendant of slavery.
But like to act like the war on drugs is not a reflective of how we got treated during slavery and treated during Willie Lynch. Like all that shit is a product of that being. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
So to act like that don't still have lasting effects in our community, to act like this modern feminism and government policies and keeping Black men out the homes don't affect our community, to act like mass incarceration don't affect our community still to this day is kind of crazy.
Pretty much what he's saying is from slavery, we should got our 40 acres and a mule. And if they would have got it at that point, what they actually supposed to get, it'll be a more prosperous future for now. So he's saying those people, they deserve it because they're supposed to be in a better position. Because if you just got here, you don't get the benefit of the fruit of my ancestors' oppression. That's pretty much what he was saying.
I can understand that to a certain degree. Maybe there's more incentives. Maybe your ass only get 2 acres.
Look, see, flying low, he rocking with. He said, no, Tariq is asking for our reparation for slavery. We're owed 40 acres and a mule. They owe that. These Nigerians like Wardu ain't owed nothing.
No, I think that's kind of crazy.
But we're talking about for the 40 acres and a mule, man.
Oh, well, I think they should get some. Maybe they should just get a mule. I don't know.
Y'all don't get 40 acres, y'all get a mule.
That's something, shit. Flip that mule, nigga. Sell that bitch. Flip that bitch.
But that'd be his theory of what should happen.
No, I obviously I think nothing ever is going to be balanced. This shit probably never ever happened. But if it did happen, yeah. If you could predate your shit, you get 40 acres and a mule guaranteed. Whatever the equivalent to 40 acres and a mule. If you was here,
why do they deserve something? The fuck?
Did you not just
ADOS?
Did you not just hear?
You ADOS?
Niggas are retarded. These niggas act like they're not in the same boat as us. You think that a cop be like, "Oh, you African"?
Oh, your last name Wardu. Keep it moving. Is that your name? Your last name is Wardu. Okay. 80 acres. Look, see, now he take too far. See, when these immigrants come over here, they want free healthcare, free shit. No. Nigerians don't like us either. Niggas don't even know if Flying Low is Black or not. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be behind these damn Avies or no Avies and shit. Charles say he Black. I don't know. He might be there. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna say you Black. I don't know. He said what we're gonna do with the mixed people. I'm here. We know I'm mixed. You might be mixed. We don't know. We gotta trace your ancestor. We don't know. Y'all might got a little white in you somewhere. You know? Y'all might have just turned black a couple generations ago. Y'all back in the 80s, y'all might have been white. That's how fast it could change. You ever think about that? How fast your family's like thing can change? Like you go from white to black like that. Like let's say you're in the 1840s, right? Or 1890s, right? And you're white. You have kids that are white. Those kids date black people. They're mixed. Those mixed kids get with I won't say pure black person, but a person who's just black, no mix, no nothing. Those kids will come out looking a little black, and they just keep going down. Back at 100 years ago, y'all was white, a whole white family. Now y'all is a whole black family. So you might not be ADLS flying low. You don't even know. You know? Who knows?
Your grandparents.
Oh, he said he traced his family roots back to the census, I guess. So he knows what he is.
That's hilarious. Nah, that's definitely true. You an undercover white man.
Who flying low? Trying to cause dissension and confusion and infiltration.
It's deep in your heart, deep in your roots.
We owed for them taking and selling our ancestors like products, nothing like a Nigerian migrating to the country in 1980 and his kids his own money. FBAs don't even know what their true culture is outside of here. Look, what are they expecting, man? He's Cherokee Indian. They got treated better than us too because they positions they held was understandable. Yeah, anything else? He's Cherokee. I know exactly where mine is. Look how war those guys like Nigerian pride shitting on people who were stripped from their lands. Look how he's like Nigerian superiority. At least I know where my family came from. Look at that. Take your head back, Nigeria.
They still worship a white man. I don't give a fuck. They still Christian over there. I don't give a fuck.
He got that Nigerian superiority. At least I know where my family's from, you American Negro. Like, Jesus Christ.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Africans fucked me up when I seen that they celebrate white Jesus. I was like, y'all do that shit too? Like, how that makes sense?
Yeah, you think the Brits didn't colonize Africa?
No, but they was like tribal people and shit like that. Like, you know, they had huts and shit. Yeah, but it's like, damn, you in a hut and believe in white Jesus?
You in a hut ain't got colonized? They didn't even give you no upgrades? Fuck landlord. He trying to divert from his fucking Nigerian superiority back to house phone. We don't give a fuck about that shit no more.
Nigga, what? Jesus' slip was an ashy.
Wow, man. Wow, well, y'all got anything else, man?
War dude allergic to lotion. I ain't know he was Nigerian. That's why he'll never show his lower body.
But no, y'all got anything else, man? Any
we both had the same oppressors. Head ass.
We missing any other topics, man?
No.
Yeah, nothing else. Y'all ain't got nothing else we missed. Nothing. Let me know. We'll get the fuck up out of here.
How you feel about that girl signing with Yo Gotti and bringing out her friends on the plane?
I mean, it looked, I lie, like shit like that. Like shit like that breed jealousy. I was looking at that little, man, you showing it and you flaunting it like that's cash, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Them girls looking around, like, they might be like, hey, I'm hungry. I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would do that.
They definitely look hungry.
I don't know if they look a little, some of them look a little crazy on the plane. Like, bro, like, I get it. People come from a certain area, certain lifestyle, certain whatever. And this ain't just for them, because I know people like, you say it because they black women. It could be white trailer park people. Well, you know, hey, girl, we about to get flown in car, not flown. We about to be driven up in car service to a private jet facility. Like, I said we gotta look like we at the Met Gala, but like, let's, get together a little bit. But they just, it was a wild scene. It was a wild scene.
What the fuck? That scared the fuck out of me. My bad, bro. I'm looking for Twitter, but nigga, they said my brother account was banned. I was like, what the fuck?
What'd he do?
No, like the account that I made for them. I was like, how the fuck that hell get?
That's what I'm saying. What they do?
Nothing. Let me see. Oh, that shit funny.
What?
But I'll talk about it after if we still on that shit. Now it's just like
There say if I get 500 bands at one time, my circle for sure getting 100.
500.
500
How many
to
in your
100.
circle? How many in your circle?
How many people in your circle?
I mean, they gotta be happy whatever they get.
Yeah, gets free money.
Yeah. But nah, I think some niggas would be like, man, nigga, I've been there since day one, nigga. Why the fuck I gotta get the same amount as that nigga? Who
That's
fuck
the
is
thing,
that
because you
nigga?
get into that whole thing about like divvying up money. It's like if you win the lottery, like the lottery right now is 400 million. If I won 400 million and let's say I gave all y'all $1 million, at what level would y'all feel sufficient enough of money that I've given out?
To each of us, and you
Yeah.
made $1 million?
I made $400 million.
Oh, 400 million shit.
I gave all y'all $1 million.
I'm happy with that.
But some people will be like, you got 400, you can't give me 10. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that'd be nice too.
Yeah, I know it would be, but I'm just saying, like, you never know what the number
That nigga said, I bet.
I bet it would be, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Got my own shit to worry about.
Nah, yeah, you count my pocket.
You gotta look at it. I was like, you gotta like, I ain't gonna lie. If I won
350,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. If I hit 400 million, if I was to give out money, I'd probably do this shit anonymously. I don't niggas even.
I just get y'all both too.
These gonna have a package arrive at your door. I ain't gonna have no name on it, no return address, no nothing. Just open the box with me $1 million. You can be like, oh damn, gee, y'all get $1 million? Yeah, we all got $1 million. Who gave it to us? Who knows?
I'm counting my friends. If I was to get all y'all two, that'd be like 10 million.
Yeah.
You used to give them all of them 5, that'd be 25 million. I could even give y'all 5, 25 plus. I might be leaving out a friend, 25, 30. If I made 400 million, I spent less than 50 million on my immediate family and friends, and they gonna be good for life, I'd probably do that. Because if I still got 350 left, I'm good on that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm good with that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I gotta give you the $1 million first. I gotta say you handle $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say how you handle it.
Maybe with certain people. Maybe
with certain people. Going crazy. I feel like I wasted $1 million.
Like if a nigga got a family, I might give him the whole 5. But if you like a nigga that's young, I'm like, I'm gonna give you $1 million here.
Let's see what you do with it.
I'll give you another $1 million in 20 years, nigga. Like
if you broke, because if I give you $1 million and you broke next year, I'm be like, bro. Like obviously that's like nothing to 400 million, but it's like, don't come ask me for no extra money, motherfucker. Like this is what you get. This is what you get. You fuck it up. That's on you.
He said, I'll hold 500K. I'm straight with that. Wardo, I might give you 500. I might give you. If I have 350, I might feel like Mr. Beast in this bitch.
Well, let me tell you, if I hit 400 million, I give that $500 house phone on you.
Nah, I put y'all nigga like in a football game or some high go seek shit.
On some Squid Game shit.
Yeah, I gotta make some money out this shit.
I'll flip that to 1 mil to 10 million. I'm Nigerian. Look, he got the Nigerian supremacy.
They ain't gonna buy a bunch of fake artificial shit and reflip it.
Yeah. He gonna spend $1 million on interviews. And
the more money,
the fuck out of you.
The more money. I just know I can flip this interview.
All right, house phone. I got $1 million. Come on. You do it for the $1 million, right? He got to do it for the $1 million.
No bullshit. This nigga stupid. The more money Nigerians make, the ashier they get.
Where you get this logic from?
You know them niggas rich Nigerians be ashy as fuck.
2 richest black people in the world are Nigerian. I'm just saying. Yeah, through slavery and fucking all kind of other shit. Congratulations. Congrats.
Nah, that's hilarious. Nah, but Wardy put the start of the new era, and he was talking about modern NBA culture, how everybody kid coming up there was mixed.
Mixed, yeah. Then Gote say he worth 13.5 right now. But yeah, I mean that's how it is. Shit. I see somebody saying like someone tweeted like, and I was thinking about this too the other day. They was like, well, I wasn't thinking about this part, but they was like, damn man, ain't no basketball players from the trenches no more. And someone was like, I think a basketball player tweeted at them, like a verified basketball player. It was like, bro, you do realize like there probably wouldn't be a guy from the trenches make to the NBA because in today's NBA scouting, you have to have money. You got to be able to go to all these ABA or whatever the fuck they're called, these tournaments. Is this? Is that? Like you got to have money to do all that shit. That's why a lot of these guys who get drafted, they're not necessarily like. It's not like the NFL. It's like, damn, his parents were poor and they was this, and he had to go to college. Like a lot of these people's parents, I don't think their parents are like millionaires, but a lot of their parents are already all right if they didn't go to the NBA.
They can invest
it's
in
like
their
a plus.
children.
It's a plus that they can go because it was weird to me. I'm like, so scouting in basketball, and Wardu, I guess, is like super basketball guy, right? They don't scout from high school. They only scout like the little what the fuck is that shit called? The select league. What the fuck is that shit called? Hey, what's that basketball shit called?
They scout from high school. You just got to be really good.
But I feel like it's more like into that league shit. What is that shit called? Like that select basketball shit. It's not ABA. What the fuck is that shit called?
I know what you're talking about.
They got their teams like the Houston Cyclones. I don't know what the fuck that's called, but whatever. They got the tournaments every weekend. So I just feel like they come from that.
But basketball is more of an AAU. But
AAU, there we go.
Basketball is more of a private school thing when you go. So if you just like in the football, we have like Aquinas, then we got the schools out there and
IMG Academy.
So yeah, that's like majority of the top athletes usually come from a private school or usually get a scholarship to go to one of those private schools. So that's usually the difference. It's either private and sometimes AAU, and then I mean if you're in a public school, you have the least odds. But
like with football, like you could be from Buckfuck, Alabama, and be 6'5", 300-pound defensive tackle. You go to Alabama and you get drafted top 10. But I feel like for the NBA, it's like I'm not into basketball, like especially high school to college, but like they just feel like you gotta be on a cold ass AAU team to be like scouted and looked at and shit like that.
Even in football, I think it depends on your state. It depends on what. Because if you was a 6'5" one dude or whatever, 6'5" one, what the fuck am I talking? 6'5", and you was in like 1A or some shit like that, you ain't gonna get no buzz like that if you was like that in 6A in Texas. So I think it depends on your division. I think it depends on your region and all that. And then if you got a school that's just like in private school in football, the higher rank your school, the more likely you're gonna get seen.
But not necessarily even that, because like if you go look at the rankings, right, the top like 200 high school kids, you click on some schools, it's like, oh, they won their 2A state championship, but he's ranked like number 5 in the nation.
But they won a championship though.
Like 2A, who gives a fuck about 2A champions?
In Texas or in
probably any if 2A is the smallest in other places, like who gives?
No, it's not the smallest in other places though. It's not the same. Like 6A here is our highest, and like somewhere else it'll be like lowest. Like all schools, all nations don't. I mean, all states don't go by the same ranking of 1A through 6A. But regardless, you right, yeah. Like you don't have to go to a big school. It's possible, but it's more likely than not. And if you was to look at on average, like say probably like 30 to 40% of like kids come from private schools in the NBA. It's probably lower than the NFL for sure. But in the NBA, I'd probably say damn near 40% of kids went to a private school in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
But even to your point, to make your point, even if they didn't, they probably still came from parents that was able to invest in them. So it's definitely a different level because you was basically just speaking on how like being raised in the hood and shit like that. Like, yeah, you gotta be a fucking stud to just make it out of the hood because you gotta think about the trainers, the camps, and different things that can
like,
build connections.
Even when you think about like, I don't know if it was like 10, maybe 10, 12, 13, maybe 15 years ago, I don't know. When like Yates High School basketball was like the biggest thing in the world. But I don't remember hearing none of those guys like going to any college anywhere to going like, you know what I'm saying? Like Yates High School basketball, when they was like beating people like 120 to like 30, whatever the fuck that time was.
The one dude played for Indiana.
He did? Okay, maybe see that.
He didn't play for him, but he got on the team. Young, I forgot his name.
Like that was a legendary.
He was even in the NBA commercial. He was even in the commercial. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. But he was the only one, and their school was pretty. He was pretty good.
But it was like the best team. Were they like the best team in the nation or some shit?
For a few years, and he was probably the only one. But NBA is like that though. just because you go to a private school, don't guarantee you're gonna make it. It's gonna guarantee you may make it into some type of college, but NBA so hard to make it to. Yeah,
Look,
it don't
Wardo
matter.
said, "Well, I was on Let's Keep It a Buck." Like, is that like the quintessential NBA podcast?
Yeah, his name Joe Young and shit. Damn near at this point is one of them. Let's keep it a buck and what's the other one? I think what's the name got y'all through the wire, but y'all on y'all way up. Well, they on their way up there. Your
Why would
boys.
you leave that podcast?
Joe Young was the dude that made it from Yates.
Mm.
He won Mr. Texas. See, that's the thing. Like he was in the hood, but he was like the top nigga in Texas. Then went to
Bro,
Pac-12 and was Player of the
they
Year.
beat in 2010. They beat a team 170-35. Focus on music and build my brand. Okay, I respect that.
Nah, Kendrick Perkins the best out of Texas. You crazy? Beaumont, Texas, nigga.
Kendrick Perkins.
I'm being funny.
Oh,
I would hope not. Who's are the best?
now he's going on some shit. So it says LaMarcus Aldridge, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's from fucking Tomball.
Oh yeah, I
Come
forgot
on,
about
man. I say Jimmy Butler's better than TJ Ford. Like, come on.
that. Nah, yeah, for sure.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, come on. What are you talking
Booby Gibson, nigga.
about? Come on. Come on.
Larry Johnson, Miles Turner. Yeah, you crazy.
Yeah. Come on. Stop.
I take Steven Jackson down there.
Come on. He an old block. Don't forget it. But yeah. What y'all talking about in the chat before we get the fuck up out of here? How y'all feel about KD? I'm surprised he ain't got traded yet. I mean, like, what's going on?
That boy on a 4-year contract.
They trying to get the best, and I respect it. But you sign here, we getting the best motherfucking deal. We getting the best deal for that. Cause you
Fuck
have to play.
Duncanville.
Why you say that? What they do? They beat your brothers in football?
Well, that'd be Bishop, yeah.
I'm talking about while playing in Texas at his peak, he was killing. Oh. They talking about because he played for. Didn't he play for UT with Kevin Durant? I'm not sure.
Nah, he was before Kevin Durant. I think he might have played with Aldridge.
Oh, okay. All right, man. That's all I got for today. I don't think there's nothing else on the the discussion list that we missing. Y'all Rockets fans, bro. I'll tell you all the time.
No bullshit. Now I am.
I'll tell you all the time, bro. I don't care about shit until the shit gets serious.
Nah, I'm gonna go to a Rockets game or two, maybe this year.
Games are fun, but I'm saying like I don't really care until shit gets serious.
Nah, I'm invested in the Rockets now.
If they make it to the playoffs, then I'll get invested.
Every team was on punishment, but the Astros. As a Houston fan, Rockets off punishment. Houston Texans is suspended indefinitely. I don't know if they ever gonna make it back into my heart. I think I'm permanently scarred. After them niggas didn't pick up Vince Young because they didn't want a black quarterback. Then after trading every fucking key piece away with Bill O'Brien, I just traded Andre Johnson away.
Bro, we lost.
Too many people.
What's his name? What's the receiver name?
Andre Hopkins.
We lost Hopkins, Watt, and Deshaun. I feel he got a massage shit, whatever. But like, bro, you thought like 3 like perennial like players and just like go away, and didn't really get shit back in return for any of them.
Yeah.
So it's
they
traded DeAndre Hopkins for an aging running back who didn't
do shit.
Like, bro,
didn't do shit for the Texans.
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Didn't even last 2 years. They were just trying to force him in there. He didn't do shit. I don't think he had more than 500 rushing yards. Didn't do shit. And when we had Harden, respectfully, I was an OKC fan still. So until Russ came, and then that only lasted a year, so or 2 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
So but I'm a Rockets fan. They got Jabari Smith. They got that young center from overseas. Then we got a good backcourt. So
Everybody said they should tank. They should tank this year.
And get who else? Who else we need to get?
That center. What's his name?
We already got a good center.
Bro, they said this guy's the next generational talent since fucking. Like I said, from shit I see, I'm like I said, Wardo is a fucking basketball savant, fucking whatever the fuck. But
so
from what I was
seeing, tough.
What's his name? Victor Wembanyama.
Let me see.
The number one prospect. He's 7'2", whatever. Victor Wembanyama, number one ranked 2023 mock draft, has opted out his contract with Paris. A 7'3", 18-year-old with a 7'9" wingspan and 9.7% reaches valid NBA executive for the better part of 3 years with exceptional combination of fluidity. He'll likely be the number one pick, barring any major surprise. He was named French, whatever. Yeah.
Let me see.
I think it was a tweet I seen.
Oh no, I like our center.
You heard? See, Warder says a video of him cooking Gobert.
Gobert sucks.
Bro, you gotta think if a kid cooking Rudy Gobert like fucking 16 years old. Okay, fucking was a 6-time defense player out there. I don't think he like sucks.
No, he fucking sucks. That was gassing the.
They just gave it. They just gave it to him.
I really don't know why they gave it to him.
They just gave it to him. Huh?
Yeah, I think so. You ask me. But now I like Seguin. He's 16. He might not be 7'2", but that dude was working, bro. He averaged what? Oh, he only averaged 9 points.
Here we go. Yahoo Sports.
I don't know. Maybe
they always say this, but here we go.
Maybe we could use him.
2023 NBA draft. Meet Victor Wembanyama, the best prospect since LeBron James. The best prospect since LeBron James.
So Luka, we ignoring it.
He's the best prospect since LeBron James. The 18-year-old forward plays like no one else in the world with his stack. Well, but this thing, they weren't the best prospect. Now they're great NBA players. But
I don't know about
this is the great prospect. To see him take players off the dribble and step into three-pointers from Steph Curry range at 7'3". Think Rudy Gobert mixed with Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis. That's what Wembanyama is projected to be. If you think that comp is too outrageous, that's how about a larger Giannis Antetokounmpo without any weaknesses. He's a larger Antetokounmpo with no weaknesses. They put a lot of pressure on this guy. Pressure on this guy.
Go put a highlight tape on.
Look, the French native will be the biggest and most talented import from overseas ever, trumping Luka and Nikola Jokic.
Pull this nigga highlights. I got 30 seconds.
Bro, they hype it. They say he gonna be they say he gonna be what did he say? Giannis with no weaknesses. Rudy Gobert makes with KD, Anthony Davis, better than Luka and Jokic put together. Jesus Christ.
No, I think I'm not saying he trash. I'm just don't know how. I was just saying I don't think we need a center. Showing some of the shit that Seguin was doing, that boy was balling last year.
Well, fuck, if you got the nigga who better than Luka and Jokic and he's a Giannis with no weakness, you gotta take him.
Yeah, nigga, you gonna get moved to power forward. Maybe we did get rid of Christian Woods. Talking about Seguin.
All right, so this is.
I mean, shit. Maybe we could use both of them. You can't deny a nigga that cold, but we gotta see some.
What's the secret? How have you guys made it work so long?
We have a deep, almost spiritual.
This nigga little as fuck. Giannis put that nigga in the room.
Alright.
That nigga slow.
Bryce is kidding. Yeah, okay. Fucking destroy your ass. Look at that pass. Oh my god, the angles. Look at Rudy. Rudy can't fuck with him.
I don't know about the colder than Luka.
That nigga say he colder than Luka and Jokic.
Fellas, the best advice I can give you.
Get shit out of here.
Tries to take it to Wembanyama, who rejects him at the rim. Jones.
Give the Wembanyama. Why shit glitching?
And he draws the contact. No foul call.
They don't pass
on the defense, start things defensively.
Oh, got it. Get that shit out of here. Give it to him.
And he's off to the races.
LeBron.
Jeez. Victor
Wembanyama.
Rebounds are important for Baskonia.
Let's get this shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Nigga, defense win championships.
He ain't doing that shit on the NBA player.
20 for length.
Get the Wembanyama. Man, get that shit out of here.
Shit's wadded away.
He playing against Plumbers.
Offensive rebound.
That's about Luka. And Luka came in the NBA ready to play. Get that shit out of here.
What an offense at?
I'm trying to see the deadly Steph 3.
Hanging around like
Get the Wembanyama. Hit that bitch. Get your ass off me, nigga.
baseline.
Bitch.
I
Oh!
said that. Stand
Big
around.
body.
Wembanyama.
Give me that shit. Get your little ass off me.
Little body that boy up.
And came back with the dunk. Come on,
The
man.
thing is,
Ain't
when
gonna
you
lie,
start
dude.
to
He
use
ain't put no pressure on him.
confidence and you love that. Frank Campbell.
He got
But this was when he was
Now Mickey in
16.
the post. No surprise. The shot goes up and there comes Wembanyama.
This is probably when he was 17, not 16.
Space. This is going to be
Nah, he like the truth on defense,
four
though.
players on the floor for.
Is he really the truth, or is he 7'3"?
Gudaitis
That's what I
is the
mean.
wrong choice.
Okay,
He look more athletic than Rudy Gobert, though.
go
Not much
Bird.
time to get the ball over to him.
Bitch. Oh, never mind.
Papa Giannis.
All right, these ain't like some exciting fucking.
Nah,
highlights.
yeah, that nigga not LeBron.
That according to Yahoo Sports, he's the next LeBron.
Them niggas wildin' with that one. Luka was way harder. Luka highlights was way harder than that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man,
Luka was looking like Kobe. That nigga looked just like he look like he tall. I think Chet Hunger looked more impressive just off of a quick highlight tape.
man, let give him them. What's his name? Wembanyama make it, man.
What Kwame Brown got to do with that nigga?
All right. Nigga, Kwame Brown 7'1" didn't do shit defensively. Yeah, y'all are casuals. No, I'm not a casual. I'm a super fan. I don't give a fuck. I'm a super fan. I promise. I know.
Please let me fit in. Don't call me out again. Don't take my card.
Jesus.
Don't take my real NBA card.
I'm a diehard. My point is, if you 7'1", that might just go that Kwame Brown is just really trash at 7'1". If you 7'1" and I'm guarding a person that's like 6'6", and I don't block that shit every time, I'm just trash.
And let Kwame Brown say he wasn't even a bust. He was 16 years in the league. Average 8 points.
I didn't say it's the only reason he was good at defense. I said he's 7. Clearly, he's bigger than everybody on this fucking court. If you get back down and they try to shoot, your big ass can't reach up with your fucking, what did it say, 9'7" standing, whatever the fucking block it. He's trash at that point.
My boy averaged 6 points. My boy averaged 6 and 5 a game. He was all right. He wasn't the trashiest in the world. This niggas were worse than that. He had a season where he averaged 10.
I take y'all's hip hop cards.
My boy averaged 10 and 7.
If you take my hip hop card for that old shit, I'll give you my card. Here, brother, you got it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we thought about doing that 90 shit and you start naming them names, but that shit's gonna be a snooze fest. Respect to the legends, but that shit is gonna be boring. Hip hop did not get fun until the 2000s, nigga. No, Biggie was doing his thing. Obviously, too bad. Like, they had some records. Snoop Dogg had some records in the 90s. But okay, let me say that New York shit. Nah, that shit did. That shit did. That shit did. But anyways, I don't know, man. I ain't got nothing.
Rockets gonna be in the championship in 4 years.
Nipsey Hussle's killer got convicted. Murder. Guilty, facing 25 years to life. That happened. He got beat up in prison. He had a big ass black eye. That happened.
Corday said his last album was trash.
That's what I'm saying, like trash. He knew it. That was trash.
He gotta do better. He know that. He been listening to that. He trying to act like he had an epiphany all of a sudden.
Macy Gray got. Macy Gray said that Macy. You know who Macy Gray is? The singer?
No.
Oh, never mind. She just said that like you can't be a woman just by getting your parts removed. Like she said that on like Piers Morgan show, and they like fucking annihilated her for saying that. Like,
You stand up.
I didn't mean it.
Stand up for your rights, lady.
And like Bette Midler said something too. It was like an actress or whatever. She said like, women are being stripped. They're calling us menstruating people and birthing people. They're trying to strip us of our womanhood. And then she got killed and she folded. And then she posted this, right? Because you know how we talk about like the Roe versus Wade shit, and it's like people are always like, oh well, in Muslim countries they do. So she posted this. Which like I said about that white liberal, like like what's the word? Like indirect racism shit.
Mm-hmm.
So she posted this of like the Supreme Court justice, and it had them up as like Muslim men, and people in the comments like this guy who's like typically always like a Democrat, fucking tweeter, like the Instagram or not the Instagram, the Twitter guys.
Mm-hmm.
Your friendly local Muslim and lawyer again, reminding that Islam permits abortion for a variety of reasons and keeps the healthcare decision between woman and her loved ones and a doctor. Stop using our faith as your punchline. Call this what it is: 100% Christian nationalism. Like they try to like blame like Muslim. I don't know. It's like
we
allow it. Yeah, what are you fucking putting this shit on us for? Like even Sharia law, which is like one of the most strictest like things, allows for abortions. Really no need to drag Islam into this. Like it's just like that. Like they're just thinking like, okay, who can I blame? Who can I blame? Islam. They do this. They just look fucking crazy every time. It just shows you
giving them niggas them beards. Like what's the name is crazy.
Like Osama bin Laden.
Make him look just like they all terrorists and just irrational people.
Yeah.
When the game drop?
Did he drop today? Only the goats can admit when they miss. The real goats can admit when they miss. Chris Brown. No, I'm not worried about Chris Brown. The game he dropped his album.
Like it?
I did not like it. I just don't like it. I don't really care about like a Chris Brown album in 2022.
Damn.
The game ain't dropped. She dropped a single today. No, he dropped that June 21st. I'm not seeing it I'm on my Spotify right now. I don't see it. Did y'all watch the BT Awards? I did.
I missed it. I didn't even know it was on.
I think Warner's trouble. I don't see it. But anyways, that's all we got, man. This is the last chance to get us to talk about whatever you want us to talk about. Then I'm going to bed. But it's got to be something scintillating. Anything y'all seen happen that we may have missed, we're not covering, and we haven't spoken about today that needs to be addressed. Game's a fraud.
Nigga, how you gonna say he dropped the... Look how niggas...
Keep the track list, all this shit. I'm like, bro, he dropped shit.
Niggas be so cow.
Like, you say you want that game versus, bro. I was thinking about this today. And I may be on my own island on this on my own. I may be on an island all alone. So I was doing my versus research today, right? So I'm listening to my guys. I'm listening to Luda. I'm listening to who else I got? Lil Jon. I'm listening to Outkast. I'm listening to Lauryn Hill. Like I said, I may be on this island alone. Maybe it's it bring back memories. I think Luda could have gotten there in the verses against 50 Cent. That nigga got a lot of hits.
Take a little out there.
You got Nelly, nigga. That's anything for Nelly. Nelly got a lot of hits. See, Bryce did his research. That's why Bryce gonna lose.
I ain't did the shit.
Right, yeah, I know. He gonna play some bullshit. He gonna play some new bullshit. Like, how you miss this? How you miss that? I realized think about that too. We gonna get the fuck up out of here. I'm not, bro. Luda got. I ain't gonna play him because I don't want to give away my tricks. But Luda got. Nigga said Luda like it's the late 2000s. Luda got. Hold on, let me see. 50. But I'm not saying 50 Cent don't got hits, but like Luda got hits. Like the way we speak about 50 Cent. The only reason y'all niggas so hype up 50 Cent because he was backed by a white man. Let's talk about it. If 50 Cent wasn't backed by Eminem, y'all would not be talking about that nigga the way y'all talk about him. Bro, Luda got fucking hit records. You crazy?
Niggas don't know.
Bro, Luda got What's Your Fantasy, Southern Hospitality, Area Codes, Roll Out, Move Bitch, Act a Fool, Stand Up, Yeah, Lovers and Friends, Pimping All Over the World. I mean, Moneymaker's like whatever, but Moneymaker still is a number one record. Runaway Love, like bro, he got a lot of like there might be corny records once you get to like his older discography, like 2009 to down, but it's still hit records when you keep scrolling down. I mean, I don't know.
I might do a bet with you.
Look, now you want to do a bet.
I can make some money. Nah, I can't do that though. I wouldn't put my money.
Oh, I'll bet money on the game versus any artist. No, I would say Ludacris could beat the game.
I would too, but I'm not putting my money on the chat. I just couldn't.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
if we had a few hundred, if we had a few hundred people in the chat, I'd do it. But the fact that we know it's a solid 10 niggas that think a certain type of that could be swayed easily, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with the chat, bro. The chat don't fuck with me, bro.
Oh, you fucking on the chat while you lost?
No cap, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Why I lost so bad, at least.
Like, bro, for the game, you probably play like How We Do It, obviously, and Hate It or Love It. Like, Dreams is a good record. Like, One Blood is cool. My Life with Lil Wayne is a good record. After that, Luda's gonna walk. I named like 15 Ludacris songs that could be like, you could be like, those are hit records. You could probably name 5 game records that's like, hey, he's gonna, he got it. But it don't matter the order because Luda got nothing but hits. Gang got 5 hits.
That nigga so hyped off that 50 Cent bullshit.
Bro, there's no if the chat, if I lost with Ludacris and you had 50 Cent's, the game's 4 hits, it'd be fucking a travesty. The only reason I'm not doing it because I'm already using Luda. Unless we're gonna scrap the whole 90 shit and just do us versus you, because bro, he got 5 hits. I'm looking at the discographies. He got 5 hit records.
He gonna put 100 in there.
That's what you play 100. Ludacris, bro, stop it. Bro, Ludacris got features. Like, bro, stop it. Stop it.
I don't trust the chat no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you,
bro.
That's crazy though. Washington's crazy.
Bro, look at this. He got West Side Story, which is a good song, right? I don't know. Maybe these niggas they got like some type of love for it. Like it's like tied to their soul. Like, bro, 93. Obviously, How We Do It and Hate to Live It. Like, I'm not gonna deny those records. Dreams is a good song, but like One Blood is One Blood. Wouldn't Get Far is a good record.
I'm trying to water.
My Life. He got like 6. In Celebration. Get high. It's like, okay, like, all right. Is that gonna fucking beat like bro, I'm looking at like What's Your Fantasy, Southern Hospitality, Area Codes, Roll Out, like Move Bitch, Act a Fool, Stand Up, like, man, fucking stop it. Pimp, like, bro, stop it.
Bet 150 more, dude.
Like, I play Holiday Inn, like, man, stop it. You ain't beating this shit. Well, I don't know, because it's been on the chat, dude, but this is like the biggest record out of all the records, but Lovers and Friends, Shake That Shit. Oh, like, bro, stop it. Stop it. Nigga said game would wash Luda.
I'm in the flipping money. 150 for 150, a good flip for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not scared. I'm not even thinking about it because we're not doing it. It's not that I'm not doing it because I'm scared. It's Luda's already in the verses.
No, I would. I'd take him off for 150.
Well, yeah, of course you take him off my team. I'm scared. Why not, bro? He has 6 hits. You need 20. Nobody thinks the game has 20 solid hits.
Also,
Bryce is disillusioned by the chat. That's why he don't want to do it.
Nah, yeah, that's really the real reason. I know the chat don't be fucking with me. There's no reason 50 shit should have beat Future, bro. One day we gotta do a reaction to that one. Just go back and skim and actually go listen to what got played. Cause it's bullshit. It's bullshit. D-Friend don't want to do it.
Bro, look. I wouldn't even care. Like, this is how I would look at it. If we did that versus, right? And Ludacris lost, in my opinion, it would delegitimize the chat's opinion 100% in my mind. Like I said, Game has like, when I say it's hits, like hits.
Like it don't even matter how you play them, is what you're saying. There's no way when you take the amount of hit he has, there's no amount of
features, hits. Like there's no reason this should even be a competition.
There's no order that you can play them hoes. That's just
if we do 6, maybe you got. You know what? Fuck it. We can. I don't give a fuck. I'll take Luda out. We do that bitch this Saturday. I'll do. I don't give a fuck. We do this Saturday.
You heated my boy up.
We do that bitch this Saturday. Because when we do that bitch this Saturday.
You heated my boy up. He was being modest and humble. You heated my boy up. He said you really want to take this L. And we ain't give you no excuse you at work, nigga. You gotta be on this bitch.
You gotta be on here. So I gotta work tonight. I gotta do this. I gotta do Nah, you gonna call in. And you gonna donate $200 at how you supposed to get a house phone.
I don't want to take your money, Wardu.
I do.
Want to take it?
This is what I'm saying. Like I said, the verses is predicated by the chat. The same way Future lost some records that was like definitely should not have lost. So the chat is an unreliable source, but I still think that Ludacris is gonna win.
How much you trying to bet? Or D-Friend said you gotta donate.
You gotta donate, nigga. If I did, and you should never told me you was giving out money for interviews. You should never told me niggas giving out money for interviews.
Excuse me. You are not him.
Nigga,
you are not him.
You know what I thought about too, and I'm about to get up off after this. Well, we can set that bitch up. But
you are.
Remember how I was niggas would tell you, Bryce, you always play features, and I remember like after it was over, it was like, you didn't play this Young Thug feature. You didn't play this, but you get killed when you play a feature. But when you lose, why'd you play that feature or that feature from Drake's album? That is like, what the fuck you want? What do you want?
No matter what I would have played.
Yeah.
If I don't have a dominant opponent, it's gonna be tough for me. If I got any nigga that's hated or is not looked on heavily upon, it's gonna be a tough night for me. Not that I'm always get blown out, but it'd be a tough night for me. Now we knew Future and 50 would be a little closer. I still think, so I think Future probably should have won by like 2 or 3 songs, maybe. Not by a lot, maybe. But what D-Friend is saying, Luda probably gonna end up being like 14-6.
If the chat is how they should be, this will be like Kanye versus Drake.
Rick Ross versus T.I.
Yeah, like that. That's how it should. If the chat do what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to be another Rick Ross T.I. or a what's his name? Who did we say?
Kanye West and Drake.
Kanye West and Drake. I don't need to phone the shit. But like I said, we only worded. You got to be here. We got to pull your little image up on the thing. Make sure your Wi-Fi working. Make sure your phone watching. Make sure you're able to get on here. Because I want to see you as the chat and don't try to call your little friends. Hey guys, please come here. If your homies pop in, I ain't never seen them niggas on the chat. They vote is null and void, nigga, unless they vote for me.
They got 3 times to vote for you.
3 chances to vote for you back to back to back. He would text all his little friends, come vote for me. Especially if it's a clear, like, come on.
I got the game playlist, nigga. You gonna need everything. You gonna need the nigga to pull up and perform. You gonna need more than the playlist, nigga.
Bro, Ludacris got so many. We talking about hits. We talking about like his shit and because there's no way you can do this without playing the game features. So it's like, come on. He got like My Life. All right, my life. But yeah, I think you're miscalculating this one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't think he calculated it all. He liked the game too much.
Because even though I look at game features, he has no features that have charted. Except for one with R. Kelly that probably nobody talks about. The only way I lose this battle is if niggas think Ludacris is corny. That's the only way. But if we're going off straight hit songs, it should be like 20 up. Well, okay, like I said, this is how we do. And Hate It or Love It, obviously, those are like, you get me. So 18-2.
Not even a gimme. It depends on what you play.
That's true. Yeah, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a long night. I'm just looking at the discography. I'm like,
18-2 ain't forcing a prediction. That's being hella disrespectful.
18-2 is crazy.
Nigga, you don't get 2 fucking points, nigga.
You Hate It or Love It in that one. After that, it's a wrap.
That's the definition of a long night, nigga.
Like, you just naming song after song is like none of them hoes working. It's like, fuck. Like, they got another one and another one?
You gonna feel picked on.
Yeah, Ludacris. Damn. Okay, so if we do that, who the fuck am I gonna replace Ludacris with? I gotta replace Ludacris with somebody with like equal.
Nigga,
like,
you had a great team already. Get the fuck off.
Nigga, you got Nelly.
Okay, then I got Nelly. Fucking. Who else after that?
Bro, Lauryn Hill, all that slow shit. I don't think it's gonna fly in the chat. Okay. You like Lauryn Hill, that's why you think about Lauryn Hill. But I don't think that shit gonna go in the chat because you gonna play that and you gonna play. Wait a minute now. Oh my god, that's like, you know, I don't know what the fuck will happen. Luda was my opposite of Nelly as far as those type of hit records. Now I'm losing that, so it should be replaced with Biggie. We gotta match the hits up somewhere, big dog. And you got Soulja Boy.
You think Loader is the same caliber as Biggie?
Bro, Biggie got 5 hits.
But Biggie got 5, but Biggie is off the name alone. Niggas gonna be like, oh, it's Biggie.
Bryce Soulja got hit. Plies got hits. Nelly. See, when you say shit like that, that don't make no sense. Nelly is meh compared to Soulja Boy and Plies. What the fuck are we talking about? What?
I don't listen to him.
What? Nelly will beat the game. Like, come on, man.
What would you rather have, Nelly or Luda? Who would you rather? Excuse me. Who would you rather face?
I don't know. Like Nelly got like it's not like obviously it's not country, but it's like I'm not explaining it. He got some slow shit.
Nah, I get what you're saying though, but Lil Jon though, that nigga tough.
Nah, Lil Jon got some shit.
Who else you had?
Outkast.
They shit tough, but
they got like 5 solid. Like they got 5 like. And when I say Biggie only has 5 hits, I'm talking about what you would think is a quintessential hit record. Like when I say the game has 2 hits, it's like Those are the hit. Like that's what I'm saying.
So you saying he'll watch Nelly?
He said that he would watch Nelly,
That's what I'm trying to see.
which is crazy
Oh
even
yeah,
in
he said
itself.
nigga, I embarrassed Nelly. I can see if we were talking about Kendrick.
Bro, the game has 50 Cent assisted records that are undeniable. Besides that, like My Life is a good record. It can be beat. One Blood can be beat. I just don't get the comp because if you're talking about playing any songs other than what I'm naming, it's gonna be a long fucking night. The game don't got no secret hits that niggas don't know about. And we not playing for a Cali crowd, nigga. So they ain't gonna know the shit. Oh, the game played this back in 2003 at the fucking Coliseum, and no, this ain't. It ain't gonna be that way.
Nah, he was playing it when he was at the stoplight and seeing Nipsey.
You know what I'm saying? Like even Nelly, bro. Like I said, I guess it just depends on if you think this is a corny hit or a hit. Like Shake Your Tail Feather is a #1 hit, but do you think it's corny or do you think it's like a hit? Like Air Force Ones, that's a hit, but what do you think about it? Ride With Me, EI, Country Grammar, Hot in Here, like Hot in Here could beat one of those two, whatchamacallit? What's it called? One of those two, like, 50 Cent assisted songs.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all niggas would ride for Over and Over, but Over and Over with Tim McGraw is a great song.
No.
I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's a great song.
One of my favorite.
Grills. See, like Just a Dream. Like Just a Dream was #3, but like it was only just a dream. That was a big record, but y'all fuck with it in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Wardo, are you sure you really want to do this?
Like even with Nelly, like I play Where the Party At featuring Nelly with Jagged Edge. Like that's a hit. Yeah, I don't know about that.
When you think about it, the game, and you said you got to go 20 rounds.
You gotta go 20 songs. Like you got like there's like you play like On Me with Kendrick. Like that's a great record. But is that like gonna be like Move Bitch or Roll Out? Like what? It's all right. I got 20. And this one I ain't hiding behind like, oh, Bryce picked all the records. I'm picking the records. Nah, Nelly got. We can look at it right now. I don't want to throw off Bryce's game plan, but it don't really fucking matter. I gave away Ludacris for nobody. Like, he got hot shit, and he got EI, which is a hit. Ride With Me is a hit. Hot in Here, obviously. Dilemma with Kelly Rowland is a hit. Air Force Ones, whether like I said, if you think it's a corny little like cheesy record or not, it's a hit. Shake Your Tail Feather, Pimp Juice, shit, bro. The game is not beating Nelly either. We're just smoking crack. My Place, Over and Over, Grills, like, and I'm only naming.
Yo,
what happened?
He said, "Well, you gonna let me speak like."
Well, I'm just saying that because he did the Future one. Just a Dream, like, yeah, you're bugging. No, we locked in with Luda. Don't try to get out the Luda smoke, nigga. Don't try to get out the Luda smoke. I was just saying Nelly could beat the game too. So whenever we see Luda wash the game, just know that Nelly would have did the same thing. That's all I want you to know when it happens.
Nelly and Luda should be going against each other, not the game.
That's what I'm saying. They did in real life. And it was a great night. So to think that the game with, you could even, like, at least with like the game, and not the game, with Luda and Nelly, you could ring off hits. You can't even ring off game hits besides, like, West Side Story is a good song, but is it a hit? Hey, you got it. You got it. Like I said, how Ward was talking is how I felt like Bryce was feeling. When I had like the Lil Durk and Young Boys, like when I was saying like you don't know these records, I feel like Ward was like in his LA bubble, and he thinks the game, like to them, the game is whatever. And like, oh, Ludacris, just some Southern Georgia motherfucker. It's like, but Luda had this bitch in a stranglehold when he was dropping his records.
It's gonna be a long night,
bro. I can't wait. Saturday. Fuck it. I don't give a damn.
I think it's Sunday.
Well, I work Sunday, so it's gotta be Saturday. And he talking all that shit. You better be here Saturday. I don't give a damn. You gotta be on a plane. You gotta get your $500 from house phone to buy the plane ticket to get home. I don't give a damn what you gotta do. Be here 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You said you're gonna be in Austin. You know what time 9:30 is. We're in the same time zone. Make sure your Wi-Fi good. You see how big you did an interview with Wardu, and his shit kept cutting off and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch all this niggas' other interviews. I ain't never seen his Wi-Fi be on some bullshit. Never. Put money on it if you're so confident. I am confident, but I have children, so I don't play with my kids' money.
I bet 150.
Okay. Hey, Bryce bet 150. We here 150. Woo! Bryce bet 150 on Luda.
I flip 150 real quick.
The only, like I said, the absolute only way Ludacris loses is if how y'all niggas be looking at certain people, like how they look at like, who do they hate? Like how y'all was talking about Jeezy, you know, niggas was playing hit records from Jeezy. If y'all look at Luda like that, then I would lose. But if you're being objective to the hits, there's no way he loses. No way. No way.
I'll never participate in the verses again.
I would, bro. If Ludacris loses to the game, I will never do a verses again, ever. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I see the little homeboys hopping in and helping, let's say it like this: if I play like a huge Ludacris record, and he plays like the game B side that nobody's heard of, and I see a bunch of people saying the game, I'm gonna know it's bots, and I'm like, okay, this is just got to be illegitimate. There's no way. There's no way.
I will cancel the bet if I see bots.
Look, just to put a caveat in there.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I'm not worried about that.
I'm not worried either. I'm being funny.
I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I know he got obviously the 50 shit. He got Wouldn't Get Far and Dreams, but I just don't feel like those are bigger hits than Ludacris shit.
Bro, it's me and D-Frame versus you. Even when last time when I was playing Future shit, bro, D-Frame would be like, nah, I'm not playing that.
I'd be trolling when I say it was just Bryce. I was giving my input.
D-Frame was fine with most of my selections.
Like I gave him the last, like, all right, play that one. That one's okay.
D-Frame just like, I know I don't fuck with Future like that. Like this one, like I don't.
That's the thing too, Flying Low. If you start pulling out shit like, oh, the game wrote fucking started from the bottom for Drake, you start playing shit like that, it's like, okay, all right. But we talking about strictly game shit, features and his only, no. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Future shit was mid.
Are we locking in this 150 or not, Wardu? Let me know how much money I can make this weekend. $300 on the table.
Yeah, you about to get fucking. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to take your money. We could make it just a friendly wager. Or you can do a different said.
We want to do a humiliation ritual.
Oh, damn. You got to cut your hair, big dog.
You got to cut your hair if you lose, Wardu. You that confident, right? No, look, let's lock 50. Look, now he's saying let's lock 50. What happened to 150? What happened to your confidence?
Hey, we can
You
do
got
50.
the playlist already. Nah, fuck that. He got the playlist already. Now he said what? Now he saying 50. He's scared now.
I ain't know if he wanted to do big money or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gotta wait for house phone to send him back to Venmo.
We can do 50. I can flip 50 for an extra 50 is good money in my eyes.
He gotta take a picture with Trail. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I literally just pull up like Ludacris Essential on Spotify playlist and just let it go. And I'll just let it go. Cause we talking about like hit records. The only way first of all, I don't even think the game has at least 11 to beat me. Like 11 certified hits. No. But the only way you beat me is if niggas think Ludacris's actual hits that are solidified are corny. That's the only way you win. But even without that, game don't have, because you have to get 11 to beat me, right? At least 11. You don't got 11. You do not have 11. I don't care what. Like I said, unless you know some shit I don't know about the game. Like he wrote Jay-Z's like Big Pimpin' or some shit. Now you start pulling out shit like that. I'll be like, you got it, because I didn't know he wrote Big.
If that's Pimpin'. How I lose. You can have the 50.
Yeah, if I lose like that, you got it. You got it. If I lose like that, but I ain't losing like on some straight up like, oh shit, he about to play Martians versus Goblins, the game feature entirely create. Like, no. What is that, a pin?
Yeah.
Oh man, they done got you in the humiliation ritual. Yeah, niggas smoking out of pins now.
It's technically cleaner.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Ain't that one.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
This more than the blunt. Blunt's got
Saturday.
And I save money smoking these.
Saturday. This is me the last time y'all see Wardo in the chat gloating, talking shit about different future. The last time. Because, like I said, unless I have a chat that is incapable of listening to music, there is no way, no matter whatever order you play it in, that you win.
$50 locked in or what? I ain't accepting nothing less than 50. If I can't walk away with a solid hundo, what am I doing here?
Yeah, Wardo, where you at? Nigga went to go do some research. He ran off to go do research.
Cocaine.
Exactly, but you're talking about 50 Cent. The game ain't 50 Cent. He might got 2 songs with 50 Cent, but he not 50 Cent. See, at least, you see when we talk about 50, we could talk about all these other records with 50. Rather than just in the club, we can go window shop. Like, we talk about all these records. The game don't have all these records.
I think somebody backtracking. Okay. Locked in.
And I got another stipulation, since you ain't paying for this versus. Nah, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it.
What you about to say?
I'm gonna say you gotta start it off. Like, you gotta go first 10.
Well, nah, he get to go last.
Yeah, but I'm still, even if he goes, I'm still, like, bro, he can hold, like, this is how we do it and all this shit for the end. By the time we get to that point, it won't even matter.
That's true. But no, I'm being funny. Like, we'll make it harder on them going first or going last. You know, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm not worried at all. I'm trying to make it mess with him at this point. He gonna last the whole time and still gonna lose.
Look, now you're going first. Why? You Mr. Confident. Why? I'll go first. You can go last. I don't care. Look, because I'm so, you the one who's been bringing this game shit up forever. So who's the confident when you was betting money? You been talking about I'll be any. You literally, if I scroll to it, you said I'll be any artist with the game. Any artist. Here we go. Y'all just don't want the game smoke. I'm going to the recent. I'll bet money on the game versus any artist. These your words. Name your pro. He going after Bryce. Bryce, how much you want to lose?
Game is the GOAT.
Bro, stop it.
Luda locked in, $50.
Luda's locked in. Luda's locked in. But we are going to do a coin toss to see who goes first. Because this made me feel like the only way you feel like you have a chance is if I go first. So it makes it even more interesting that you ain't really that confident in it.
Nobody think he got it but him. I don't know why he down on his legs. They're gonna be a quick 50. My Cash App will be
in the thing.
It will be posted on the screen the whole time. I just want you to stare at that bitch. You might as well just put the 50 in there and just wait to press in. Just have it loaded in with my name.
I gotta make promo. We gotta make this an event. I might have to give me a tuxedo. We about to wash. I gotta bring the mop to mop your ass up with. Come on, man. Ain't no way. Like I said, the only way you gonna win is if the game got some shit that he wrote. Some shit for somebody. That's the only way. And you can come in. I know you got that midnight dub edition shit. How we do? I used to love riding around at a midnight club dub edition. I used to love it. I was in my Escalade. I had the fucking lights at the bottom of that bitch. I had spinners on them. I used to love riding around how we do racing in the Escalade. I used to love it. That's about all you got. Ludacris. That's all you got.
I feel like Ludacris had some double edition shit too, though, or some midnight club
shit too. The Fool is like Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah. I'm too fast, too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man. Like that's like his double edition type shit. Oh man.
I will see you Saturday, War Dude. Bring my money.
Bring the money. Have the money ready.
You banned until you give me my money.
Yeah, you gotta be banned from the chat. We gonna make a Reddit about your ass and say house phone is innocent. House phone is innocent. This nigga a scammer. Look, he at home. He thinking like, damn. Okay, I am from Cali. I ain't that big on Ludacris. Am I tripping? Let me. Oh shit! Why did I do that? But
nah, that's why he 150.
Yeah, now you know what? Maybe just 50. That's what I said. You're going first. We'll see. We'll flip the coin. That's who's gonna go first. We'll see. Don't worry about it. You got your playlist. We gonna be in there tomorrow or whenever we do it. Saturday. Salute to everybody in the chat. We about to get the fuck up out of here. You'll be surprised. He gonna be surprised when it's worse than we thought it was. Bro, if this is my thing. Like T.I., we know has hit records, right? He got washed by Rick Ross. The game don't have these. I ain't gonna say nothing else. It's all right. It's all right. We'll see y'all Saturday, man. I'm about to get out of here. We'll see y'all 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Where I need to see the playlist. I don't believe it. We out, man. Peace. And we ain't out yet. Hold on. Run it back. Nah, don't show them. No, don't try to get people to look at your playlist. War doing. Look, man, I can do it. Look at this record. Look, go listen to this one. Don't show nobody shit.